future and life. Let this light that's within me shine to the whole world, whole world. Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding.
I see you, Bishop. I see you, Bishop. I see you. Good evening. Yes, I see you.
Inside. Bringing hope and make you feel alright. Rainbow.
Good evening, everybody.
Promise the future.
Happy Thursday.
Let this light that's within me shine to the whole world, whole world. Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Oh, inside.
I hope we are good. Happy Thursday to you, wherever you're joining from. It's been an amazing week, a tiring one, a fruitful one. Paolo, I see you. Good evening. I hope you are good. Please help share this live. Mba, I see you. Happy Thursday to you. I hope you are good.
Let this light that's within me shine to the whole world, whole world. Light, let the dawn.
Kangiali, I see you. Happy Thursday to you. I hope you are good. Oh, thank you for liking the live. Thank you. I hope you're good. Hi to you. Happy Thursday. This is the day my Lord has made. Indeed, I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it. I've been rejoicing all day, whether with tiredness or all of the above. And thank you for joining. Even if you're still at work, I do understand. God's speed, God's strength. I hope you're good. Kangyali, where are you joining from? I'd like to know. I just want to know where people are joining from today. Bishop, I see you. I hope you're good. I don't know why you keep coming in and going out, but I can see you there anyway, regardless. Yes. I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes. I hope our week has been good. And happy July, everyone. Oh my gosh. It's another month. This is day 3 of the month of July, the second half of 2025. How has the first half been? Has it been what you expected? Has it been more than you expected? Or is it, nearly what you expected? Lion King, I see you. I mean, it's amazing when you get to the middle of the year. It's like it just goes so quickly. I remember sending to people Happy New Month, and it's day 3 already. Amaganga, I see you. Thanks for joining. I hope you are good. Happy Thursday to you. It's amazing, but whether it's been what we wanted or needed, or whether still a little bit more, we just have to be grateful to God. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm not saying this to scare anyone. A lot of people we know started this year and today they're no more, not of their own doing. Personally, I have lost a family member or 2 even, and God is still God. No matter what, God is still God. So for the rest of 2025, all we can do is be hopeful that the second half of this year will be greater than the first half. I'm looking for join and hasn't sent gift for a while. So, Mr. Solution, how are you? Longest time, I think. It's been a long while, like you said. I hope you're good. It's good to have you here. Your girl, I see you, Debbie. Good evening and welcome to Insight with FunmiRoyal today. The day the Lord has made, indeed we are rejoicing in it. Be my love, I see you. Thanks for joining. I hope you're good. Yeah, hello, your girl Debbie. I know, I hope your week has been good as well. Yeah, busy life, you know. We have to keep body and soul spirit together. God helping us. Sometimes it's a struggle, sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes we just feel on top of things, you know. 8:13, I see you. Good evening to you. I hope you are good. It's been productive and we thank God for that. Thank God for that. Oh, yeah. We thank God. We thank God. Do your best and leave the rest, they say. So as much as it lies with us to do our best, and let God take it further on our behalf. 8:13, I see you. Thanks for joining in. I hope TikTok will not bring your fingertips out tonight. All the same, good evening once again. Thank you for joining me here on Insight with FunmiRoyal. Today, Thursday, we talk about marriage, relationship topics. And today, somewhat, I'm hoping, it's somewhat subtle because normally, we talk about issues in marriage that can actually lead to separation or divorce. Kiki, I see you. Please help share this live to all your friends. Let them be part of this talk because in as much as it sounds friendly, friendship in marriage, you find out that some couples may be struggling in this, especially as they progress in their marriage relationship. Sometimes some will say it's like, oh, I lost my best friend, or I don't even know this person I'm living with now, da da da. But as we get older, we change. Our ways of life changes. Our ways of thinking can change. Even we as a person, we grow, we develop, and we're way better than the person who got married initially, or we're way advanced in knowledge and wisdom and all of those things. And if couples are not on the same level in terms of being still friends with one another, it may just seem like this is a strange person. I don't even know who's standing before me. But if you truly check deep and see, has the friendship grown? Has it reduced, or is not even longer there anymore? Let's talk about it here on Insight, because it's very crucial topic. Is apart from love, you need friendship in your marriage. And trust me, I know people will struggle with friendship as they progress, and some they struggle and then they get back on top and they're best of friends yet again. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, 8:13. Thank you. So just so that we understand the perspective we want to look at today, I'm going to give my talk as usual, and you can note one or two things that may have missed out. God Prince, I see you. Thanks for joining. And you can come share that with us. Like I say, I'm here to learn. We learn from one another so that we can keep our marriages going the way God would have us, because no one person has all the answers. And that's just the truth. You learn from me, I learn from you, the good bits, not the negative ones. And then we'll try to see how we can incorporate that into our marriage relationship to see if we can keep enjoying the goodness of marriage as God intended. Thank you so much. Please, as you come, let's tap so that others will be attracted to this life. Or you can just click down for about 3 seconds. Some names will pop up. And some of us probably don't know this. Some names will come up. Ajayi-Daniels, I see you. Good evening. And for 3 seconds, when you click down on your screen, those names will come up. Just keep scrolling down. Press send all the way down. And then one or two might just, decide to join us here. Like I say, we're here to learn from one another. Thank you so much. Is that Elder Ajayi-Daniels? Thank you for the heart me. Sabrik, I see you. Ola Olubumi, I see you. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to go into my talk so that I bring more light to this, and then we'll see which angle we're going to be discussing this topic today. So the topic is friendship in marriage. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Elder Adegbenga. Thank you for that. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Please, on Inside, let's follow one another. I always forget to say these things. Let's follow one another. And when you come in, heart me really. Just to so, for me, you're on, I'm with you in this journey. I really appreciate that. I know I have goals for the day, but I mean, as much as you can help this live, really. But otherwise, I just need your ears. That's all. I need your attention, really. You may say it's not for you, oh, you're not married or whatever. You can actually send this to your friends who are married, and it does not really interrupt anything. They can be doing whatever they're doing and they're listening and they're taking nuggets here and there. You wait till we open the box and hear the wealth of experiences always shared here. I'm so grateful for the people that are inside have attracted. There are people who know the real deal, and we keep it simple and real, and we learn from one another. Thank you so much for joining. And as you tap, please share to your friends. Thank you for the rose, your girl. Thank you. So let's have to break it down. Friendship in marriage, the foundation of a lasting union. It's not all about love. Once you love, yeah, that's the end of it. Are you friends with this person you have decided to spend the rest of your life with? It is very important. It is very crucial. Some people they start off with, I don't like this person, and they become best of friends, and then they want to take it further, like, at least they know each other. I mean, why not get married to your best friend, as they say, so some that is the experience. So when we talk about marriage, we often focus on love, commitment, communication, or even romance. And there's nothing wrong in that. But one of the most powerful and often overlooked pillars of a strong marriage is friendship. Are you married to your friend? Is your spouse your friend? Not just your spouse. Okay, you love them, you're committed, you communicate. Yeah, there's romance and all that. But are they your friend? I'm going to break it down some more. And marriage is more than a legal bond. You and I know that, or a spiritual covenant. It's a lifelong relationship, and the most enduring relationships are built on deep, meaningful friendship. Sometimes, I don't know, wherever we live, sometimes you go to the shops, shopping and stuff, and then you see some fragile husband and wife. They're walking gently, nobody chasing them, nothing. They're not, even when there's an emergency or whatever, they're still walking in their, coolest calmness and all of that. And you see this couple, you can tell that, no, this one's probably they've been married for over 50 years. And sometimes you see them holding hands. Sometimes you see them when they're eating, they're just laughing, and you say, oh my God, these people are truly each other's friend, I guess. Because otherwise, you can see all the wrinkles. They're probably grandparents or great grandparents. I mean, if they still can manage to go out and about with themselves. But you can tell, I've seen that. And when I see that, it feels fulfilling just seeing them, I'm telling you. And I mean, that's God's intention for us, till death do us part, or anyway, let me not digress. So today we're going to be exploring what friendship really does mean in a marriage, and what it looks like, why is it essential, and how do we nurture it intentionally. I put the word there so that we are intentional in hearing, actually. And then when you're intentional about hearing, some things will go in, and you might take one or two notes and want to adjust one or two things so that you come back to that friendship in your marriages. And that's my prayer, really. God will help all of us, even me, myself. So what is friendship in a marriage? As you're listening, you can just type there. If I pick it up, I'll say it out loud. What do you think friendship is in a marriage? So I'm going to be breaking that down. So Friendship in marriage is the companionship, the trust, and emotional closeness shared between spouses, not with a third party, not side chick, not sugar daddy, not sugar mommy, with your husband, with your wife. It's choosing to be each other's favorite person on earth. Whether you're annoying them, they're annoying you, they're still your favorite person. Not just partners in responsibility or parents to children, but genuine friends who enjoy each other's company. Okay? And this also includes mutual respect and admiration for one another, trust and loyalty for one another, shared laughter and joy, misery, pain, gain, all of those things together, support in times of trouble, support in times of elevation, support in all times when you are friends with one another in that marriage relationship. And again, being vulnerable and still feeling safe with your spouse. That means you're so friendly with them, you know you're vulnerable at this time, and you're so comfortable in their space because you know they've got your back. So, why friendship in marriage? Why does it matter? Because you might say, after all, we love each other, that's all we need, da da da. Why is friendship in marriage matter? Why does it matter really? So let's look at it really, because it does matter. Like I said, it's not just love, commitment, and all of those things. Friendship also go a long way in helping to building that marriage relationship. Friendship in marriage matters because it deepens emotional intimacy. Thank you, Shem. I see you. Good evening. It deepens emotional intimacy. When spouses are friends, they share their hearts with one another, not just their responsibilities. Oh, you have to do this. Oh, busy. You go to work, busy. Come back home, busy. No. It goes a long way. Deepens emotional intimacy. This builds emotional connection and safety. Because, you can connect with other people emotionally and all that. And what's the story with your husband, with your wife? Are you friends emotionally? Do you share everything, when you're emotional, when you're vulnerable? Excuse me, when you are happy, when you're sad? Or is it that only when you're happy you want to, gist with your husband or your wife? When you're sad, you don't want them to see that you being vulnerable in that moment of sadness. How is that? So friendship matters in a marriage because it deepens that emotional intimacy. You feel comfortable enough, you feel relaxed enough with your best friend, to share anything and everything with them. Oh, okay. Sheon is attesting to that. This is so true. Yeah. So we know that some couples will struggle in this. Like I said, some will say once upon a time, we used to be friends, and now life has taken over. That, since the children came, there will always be something to blame. But like I said in my introduction, you have to be intentional. Otherwise, you see, some things will not just happen. You really have to be intentional and make sure that you are working on it. Marriage, I always say, is not for lily-livered people. It's not for boys and girls. It's for a mature man, a mature woman who knows what marriage is about. It's not just about that ceremony on the wedding day. Okay, a word is enough otherwise, as they say. So again, friendship matters in marriage because it strengthens the bond during hard times. Who best to got your back when times are hard? Friendship carries you through when romance fades or life gets tough. Illness can come. I've heard of couple, who on earth will sit down and say, okay, I'm planning my life. I think I said it a couple of weeks ago. You're planning your life by 5 years. Me and my husband, we should be here, da, da, da. Nobody puts sickness there. Nobody puts grief there. Marriage is young too. Mania, what do you mean by that? Marriage is young too. You have to wait and come into the box and explain to us. Denise, I see you. Thanks for joining. Mania, we are welcome as well. Friendship carries you through when romance fades or life gets tough. Like I said, illness can come. sometimes it's financial struggles, sometimes it's parenting, your stress, the stress and the joy of parenting. Let's balance it. Or it could be grief, it could be loss of a loved one, it could be, through those hard times, whatever hardness life brings, you have your best friend to share that moment with you, to encourage you, to support you, to be there for you. Even when everybody seems to have abandoned you, but this person forever has got your back, and that's how it's supposed to be. So friendship is supposed to bond couples some more, even through the hard times, through sicknesses. I've heard of a case where these people were engaged to get married, and then the lady was traveling from one place to another. That was they engaged, but they yet to tie the knot, and they were so in love, friends with one another, usual good stuff. And then she was traveling from one city to another, and she had an accident, and then they rushed her to the hospital, and then in order to save her life, they needed to amputate both legs. And she almost wanted to say, just let me on her life, because what's the point? And then she thought of the fiance. What are they? What's gonna become of her relationship? So eventually the husband to be got there and was in tears. It wasn't what they thought would happen in a million years, but this has happened. And the girl, she was so afraid that before this guy would dump me and run away, let me just even free him. And then after much visit, she just opened up to the guy. I love you so much, but I don't want you to start your marriage with this hardship, so to say, that both legs are gone. And she understands if the guy decides to go. In fact, she's even advising the guy to go and let her face her new life, because it's a new life. She's transitioned into something she never thought. And then this guy was like, what on earth are you talking about? Did I say I want to leave you? You're my this, you're my that. And the guy was just in tears. And then it was a tough conversation, and obviously the guy eventually went home. And this girl cried her eyes out, because she just assumed, well, that's probably the last time she will see this person. Good evening, I see you, pretty glad you are welcome. And then the very next day, this is a story I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'll tell us as I heard it. The very next day, this guy came back to the hospital and went on one knee and then proposed to this girl. Come rain, come shine, I love you and I'm still going to marry you. That nearly broke her even some more. And they cried on each other, and she said yes. And they got married eventually. Technology has really made life easier in some aspects of medical world, so to say. And so don't worry, we'll go through this and all of that. Eventually, they got married and life goes on. So the guy was ready to to stay through the tough times with this lady, because they're like, you're my best friend. Who else can get me like you do? That is just a thing. You're still alive. That's what matters. I'm still gonna marry you. And he went on ahead to do that. And I tell you, I kid you not, you and I have watched so many movies. You find out that the moment that happens to that girl, the guy will say, you know what, I love you, but I got to. In fact, some will not even show up at the hospital. The moment they hear your legs are gone, they will not even, they will block this person. Some people are that heartless. But then you would ask yourself, were they truly friends, even in that relationship to start with? So it strengthens the bond during hard times, and that's how it's supposed to be. Good times, bad times, ugly times, joyful times. You're supposed to have this person as a friend to share that moment with. Again, a friendship is important in marriage because it fuels communication, not just communication, effective communication and healthy communication. Friends talk openly. They talk openly. They don't hide things from themselves. They're so vulnerable with one another. They talk about anything and everything. Friendship in marriage encourages honest conversation without fear of judgment. Even when you know that what you're about to say, your spouse may not understand, your friend may not understand. But you say it anyways, hoping that they would understand, and hoping that they would even appreciate that you have the guts to actually say that to them, especially when it's something that makes you so vulnerable. So friendship in marriage encourages honest conversation. I mean, you can ask each other anything about everything and whatever, and be open and truthful, in your response to one another. So, I mean, without a fear of judgment, like my friend will not judge me if I told them this, or it could be something about your past or whatever it is. But it feels communication because you're comfortable enough to say, I can talk to my friend about anything, and this person is your spouse as well. Again, it's important because it makes marriage enjoyable. Imagine having your best friend. Let me think of silly stuff we used to do back then. There's so many, I can't even. Sometimes you do some silly stuff. Even both of you look at each other. Are you people okay? You're now husband and wife. You're now even parents, But I mean, being married to your friend means you like them as much as they like you. You love them as much as they love you. You have fun together, you laugh, you share life's moments, big and small, There's been moments that sometimes I feel, my husband, hey, how will, and he's just so calm. Even me, I'll be thinking, how is he so calm? And I guess vice versa as well. There's some things that I know me, I won't do. I will not do this, but he will do. And there's some things that I would even do, he can't believe, so it goes the same way, just like you are my number one person. Even if I can't do it for 100 people, I'll have to do it for you, whether I like it or not, because you're my friend and I want you to be happy. As long as it's not something bad, let's balance it. As long as it's not something bad. We love to watch movies together, and me as a movie critic or movie whatever you want to call it now, will be watching and I'll say, I know this is going to happen, and you say, how do you know this is going to happen? Have you watched it before? I said, no, I've not watched it before. I just have that inkling that this thing is going to happen, that's going to happen. And I didn't know I was even rubbing off on him. I found out over the years, when we're watching movie, you say, this is going to happen now. Guess what? I said, oh, have you watched it before too? You say, no. He's learning from the pro. We just laugh. Things like that, as silly as it is, it kind of bonds us. I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes I just hands off. Do you know what's going to happen next in that movie? We'll tell each other, we'll laugh off when especially it's the opposite of what we have said and something else happens. It's fun, as little as that is. You share life's moment together, like I said, whether big or small, you're kind of in sync. Of course, you have issues. Sometimes you don't even want to see your best friend because you're annoyed with them. That happens. But you and I know, well, at least for me, let me speak for myself in my marriage. Nobody's going anywhere. Sometimes I used to tease my husband that even if he decided to leave me, you remember we went to court. No, let me go back. We did introduction and people were present. We did engagement. No, okay, we did court first actually. No, introduction, then court. People were present. And then we did engagement. People were present. We did church. People were present. So I say, if you're even thinking you want to leave me or what, you see all those people that were there when we joined everything, all those 4 occasions, you will find all of them. They will take my hand away from you and say, yes, okay, we support. You will find all of them, even the ones that are dead. The man will be, for me, are you okay? I say, hey, so you too, you think about it. If you think I've upset you so much, you better sit and talk about it. See, the light cooker, I see you. Thanks for joining. So it makes marriage enjoyable when you're with your best friend, and it's very important you are friends with your spouse. You're watching me, you're listening, and you say, for me, you don't know my husband, you don't know my wife. Hey, friends, friends what? But you know what? Show me, if you want a friend, you have to show yourself friendly. Maybe you should ask yourself, are you friendly enough for your spouse? Maybe that's why they're not friendly with you. Who knows? Because one good turn deserves another, as I gathered. So let's be mindful that, we make our marriages enjoyable with our friend. I mean, who else? I can't be having fun with friends, family, and not have fun with my husband. I can't be laughing, joking, sharing moments with other people. I don't know about you, but It is that. Again, it's important. Friendship is important because it builds longevity. Marriages built on friendship tend to last. You find out that I was on a hangout this evening, and we're talking about why is it that marriages are breaking up. There's loads of separation and divorce in marriage relationship these days. And we've been dragging now 4th week. Now we're coming back again to talk about this 5th week. And we're talking about longevity. Some people, I don't even know how to say this. Some people have so taken each other for granted that they're not even 20 years in their marriage. Some are not even 10 years in their marriage. Some are not even 5 years in their marriage, and they feel, oh, been there, done that. And the way they treat each other is like, it's almost becoming like a transactional relationship, and going out of your way to want to chat, talk, gist. In fact, it's like they're filling forms. I'm filling form for the 15th of July. Are you available to chat, kind of a thing? It's become so like, please borrow me the English. I don't even know what English to put in there. But one thing I know is that true friendship in a married relationship, it builds longevity. You find out that you're each other's friends before you know, we're celebrating 5 years. Before you know, 10 years just like that. I was sharing, I said, mine is 26 and a half. I said, hey? From where to where? In fact, sometimes, thank you for the heart, me, Kenneth. You're welcome. Good evening. Sometimes I have to go back to the calendar and say, no, maybe I'm missing Abby. Let me count well. Because if I go and ask my husband, say, so you don't know how long you've been married to me for? I mean, that will turn to another debate. So I have to go and check. I say, is it? How? And of course, we've got hard times, good times, all of those times in there as well. So it builds longevity. And my prayer is that God will continue to uphold us no matter the hardness, no matter the situation, the challenges of life. We will remember that we're committed for life in our relationship. And that's my prayer for everyone as well. Knowing how committed you are and sticking to it, it goes a long way. Yes, amen indeed, Kenneth. Amen. Romance may ebb and flow, but friendship sustains the connection. Honestly, there's some deeper things that has happened, and I know it's just that friendship that is holding it together. I'm telling you, I've experienced that. It's just that friendship holding it together. Maybe you're so upset that you do not even want to be in the same room with them, but you know that you're missing your friend. You will have to talk to your friend. Oh, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, but you're missing your friend. You will have to do that with your friend. Even though you're doing it grudgingly, but you still have to do it with your friend. Because who else? Who else? And that's why some people feel, oh, my spouse is not friendly enough. They go and meet somebody outside. That person becomes over friendly. They get so friendly, they enter the bedroom, which they're not supposed to enter. So we need to guard our marriages. We need to guard our friendship with our spouses. Is very important. And I'll share a portion of the Bible, to buttress this. If you read Proverbs 17:17, it says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Meaning a friend will always be there, whether good, whether bad, whether this, whether that. But a brother is born for adversity. We all know when adversity comes. In fact, that brother sometimes might even run away. Who knows? But when you say somebody is your friend, there's a saying as well. It's in the hard times you know who your true friend is. And spouses, like I said, even though you're together as husband and wife, a spouse might face a challenge that is life-changing, and then the spouse will just feel, I cannot cope with this. We've been married 15 years, but I can't do this. This transition or this change for my spouse will be the end of me, so let's go our separate ways. And truly and honestly, they go their separate ways. Meanwhile, some will face that, and then the spouse will come, you know what, we are in this together. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. I may not understand, but I'm here for you. We will go through this together. And you find out that this person is a true friend indeed, loving them at all times. Hello, Leslie. Good evening. How are you? Happy Thursday. Thank you for the heart to me. You're welcome. At least you get in before we finish our talk today. Hopefully you're there listening as well. So I want to look at a biblical perspective as well, because it's important. Like I say here, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm a believer. I believe in our Lord Jesus Christ, and I believe strongly that God created the marriage institution, and his word, which is in the Bible. There's so many nuggets in there for marriages, but we ignore some of them. Yeah, we take on some. We're selfish with some. We're selfless with some. We don't pick and choose and all. But God will help us. So I have to go into his word to buttress one or two points tonight. So even if you're not a believer, please listen. They are words and anyone can actually understand them. I'll try as much as possible to explain them, but my prayer is that God will give you wisdom to understand beyond FunmiRoyal's word. Example in the Bible, look at Adam and Eve in the book of Genesis chapter 2 from verse 18 to 24. You know, the Bible talks about, it said, God said, it is not good for man to be alone. He gave Adam a companion, not just a helper, because there's a lot of controversy about the role of a woman, this and that, you know. So God gave Adam a companion, not just a helper. Marriage is meant to be a close, loving, supportive friendship union. When you see that your spouse is hurting, you are hurting. You fine, you might be the one that's not emotional. Yeah, you keep it all bottled up and all. But your action should tell your spouse that you truly care. Maybe just a rub on the shoulder, maybe just a hug, maybe just a kiss on the forehead, or whatever it is you give to them, but you may not be able to verbalize, you know, mishy-mashy emotional words. But your action goes a long way, because this person is supposed to be your companion. Apart from them helping you with things, you know, the roles in the house, responsibilities and stuff like that, let them feel that you're supportive, whether they're going through good time or bad time. Like I said, again, if you go and read Songs of Solomon, sometimes when I go there, I'll be like, is this book in the Bible? Truly, it should be a novel by itself, so to say, but well, it is there. And sometimes you read, when I was much younger and I read Songs of Solomon, I quickly close some passages, you know, let the breast of my, hey, if I don't even go there, I say, hey, in the Bible. So marriage is talked about too in the Bible. Relationship, companionship, intercourse, all of those things. You know, if you want to, you can do your research. You'll find Bible verse to help you with it. So Songs of Solomon's chapter 5 verse 16 says, this is my beloved and this is my friend. My beloved, you're in love with them and they're also your friend. So if this had been before you and I that were sitting and watching each other now, before we were born, it's always been that anyone's beloved is meant to be their friend. Why not practicalize that these days and see how far you can go in your marriage? If you say your beloved is not your friend, then who's your friend? Who is your friend? I'm asking, I want to know. So, romantic love and friendship are not opposite each other. They can and should coexist in a marriage. A13, I see you. Good evening. It should coexist, because sometimes you find out that love may seem like it's faded, but the friendship still remains. Thank you for the heart to me, A13. And it may seem like, for me, are you confusing me or what? No. And sometimes friendship may go in that is the love that you have is sustaining you. So they work hand in hand. And now the danger is when the love and the friendship is gone, then what is left? And then they can't even find commitment, because when you don't love them, you're not friends with them, how can you remain committed to them? These are food for thought. We need to think and reflect about this. Again, the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9 to 10 says, two are better than one, for if they fall, one will lift up his companion. Imagine two of you, you and your husband walking on the road, and I don't know, maybe for whatever reason, I don't know, you don't see, you both of you fall down. Somebody will have to rise up and pull the other one up, or both of you have to pull each other up. At least you're in each other's company. And God helping you, a third party can come and try to help you up. That's the Holy Spirit, really. And then other third parties or fourth, fifth party could be your leader, for your mentor, your counselor, and all of that to help you guys up. Good evening. I think I missed something there. Proverbs 5 discusses bedroom business in some details. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you for that. Better than one. Two, always be better than one. One person will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. See that progression, 1 to 10,000. I don't know why we're denying ourselves. So marriage as a friendship means being each other's strength, even when one is weak. Cover each other's backs. Because sometimes this is not always easy, especially when there's been hurt, mistrust, bitterness, anger, all sorts of hardship in that marriage. It's going to be hard to, be there for one another, because one might still be going through some hurt and pain, and they're telling me to be here for this person that has hurt me so bad. So I do understand challenges will come, but remember, we also talked about forgiveness as well. So all of these things, they play a huge role. Because sometimes what we don't know is we'll leave this person, we'll wait for some years, okay, we'll get back out there again. If some things are not dealt with, you're going to carry it into that new relationship. And it's just a matter of time, this thing will start showing up as well. So how many husbands do you want to leave? How many wives do you want to leave before you think, reflect, and make sure you get it right? Anyways, I'll carry on. Let's look at qualities of friendship in marriage. Qualities that comes with it. So it's not that I'm just talking. I know it's hard. It could be hard to keep friends with your spouse because sometimes they annoy you and all of that. Yeah, I've been there, done that. So you have to carry on because you're committed to that relationship. You hurt each other, forgive each other, hurt each other, forgive each other. But as long as it's not something you're doing deliberately, let it not be that you repeat one thing 10 times. Then you're doing that deliberately and there is nobody that'll be happy with that, not even God. So we need to be mindful. Let's look at qualities of friendship in marriage. Trust. You believe in each other and you feel safe with one another. Why is it that maybe wife does not trust husband, husband does not trust wife? Because that trust has been broken. Maybe not once, maybe not even twice. And when trust is broken, it will take extra effort and intentionality to build it back. So we need to be mindful of our actions, that it doesn't steal this away from our relationship, from our friendship in our relationship. Trust is a good quality that comes with it, because you trust your friend enough to tell them anything and everything, and you feel safe. You don't feel judged. You don't feel, they'll go and start shouting on top of the mountain, hey, my wife, or my husband, or something, And again, another quality is honesty. You're open, even about your flaws. There's something I'll just say outright. I say, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I don't know. Because I don't like to pretend. It may sound harsh, it may sound this, but let's not kid ourselves. Because the moment you know that this person does, you'll be at peace and you know them for them. I think I remember some years back when my older two were so much younger and they always loved to go football, and then they will now put this football thing on a Sunday. I'm like, what in the devil plan is this one? So I will not go to church now. I will now go to be carrying somebody to football. I said, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I said, we can't find one on a Saturday or on a weekday. Why is this Sunday? Me, I want to go and worship my God and serve and do what? That's when I have. No, I said, I'm sorry. And maybe I sounded selfish or what, because it's not a one-off. If it was a one-off, I said, okay, I'll send a message out to my HODs or what. But I just said, I can't do it. And I said to those children, like, seriously, let's find another club or another team that will take on other days. And then truly we said, I think we even found one. Hey, this one, I don't mind dropping you. I'll go and come back and whatever. But on a Sunday, and it's every Sunday, Abba. When it's not the football field that is my church now, no, it's not possible. So my husband He would say he doesn't mind. He would drop me, or I go, or everybody goes and whatever. Sometimes he may come to church late and go back again. Oh, so even that was my flaw. In fact, at some point I said to myself, hey, are you not being hard? I said, but I'll just be pretending. And then maybe before you know, I would have gotten halfway church before I remember, I was supposed to drop this student. So let me not pretend. Let me just say it as it is. This thing is anyway, I'll leave it. Again, quality of friendship in marriage is respect. You treat each other with dignity. I was sharing in that hangout today that the way you want to be addressed is the way you should address the other person. Because if not, you're using words on your friend, and of course they have blood and water flowing through them. They might get angry and say words back to you, even more mean ones, and you know what can escalate from there. So let's be mindful that even when we're angry, that's why I always say walk away, because we need to talk with respect. Give each other that dignity, dignified conversation. If you know at that moment you're hot-tempered, you're angry, you're upset, you can't, keep quiet, go away. Deal with your anger first. Because when words are spoken, you can't take them back. When ears have heard those words, it's hard to unhear them. So we need to be mindful. What are you saying to your best friend? Is it that when they hurt you, you'll not say more damaging stuff? No, that is not friendship. Again, another quality of friendship in marriage is shared interests. You enjoy spending time together. I remembered one of the things that bonded me and my husband is that I sing, he sings. In fact, I used to hide away with my singing, like, hey, for my grandpa used to be known for singing. In fact, I had drums and all of that. And my father too sings. So I guess I took that from them, but I was so shy. And I remembered when I joined this particular church years ago, and I used to see my husband, he would sing. I said, this guy can sing. I didn't even know that the thing would be history. So I joined the youth of the church, and he was the vice president of the youth. And they said the youth must come up. We were doing our youth day or something. And then there was a song we had to write together. Me and my husband, we had to write the song and then present it. I said, no, I'm only writing the song so you get those people that can sing. Said, no, you have the voice. I said, I'm too shy. I can't stand in front of, hey, youths, all those youths, they are waiting to judge you, whether you sing the tone right or what. I said, no, me and I used to sing in my bedroom. Come and face the whole, I said, no, we'll sing together. I'll encourage you. Hey, my heart was beating fast. I remember that I'll never forget. My heart was beating fast. I said, hey, I practice. Even in my sleep, I was practicing. I'm like, hey, help me, Lord. Those kind of things. And then on the day, because I was singing with my friend, because it was my friend at the time, I didn't even know we were going to get married, to be honest with you. He was my friend, and he said, Fumi, you can do this. We encourage one another. We practice a lot just because of me, because he's okay. He had the confidence I didn't have. And then we stood there the day, and then, we sang the song, and the whole church, the youth, they stood up and clapped, and then he announced that both of us wrote the song that we presented. I said, hey, this man want to give me, and it went so beautifully well because I did it with my friend at the time. Even how much more now in marriage. I remembered even early years of our marriage, when they invite us to come and sing, we used to be known as D Royals. They say, that husband and wife that sings. It bonded us so much, He would take treble, I would part him, or I take treble, he part me, things like that. I love it when we're rehearsing. It'll be like, oh no, your key is too high for me. He said, you too, all those things we enjoy doing. Shared interests is one quality that you will enjoy when you're talking about friendship in marriage. We sing together. What else? Things that we do together. It just brought us closer together as friends, and it's helped over the years as well. Even when somebody's annoying somebody. Let's not go there, okay? Again, another quality is support. You're each other's cheerleader in success and comfort in failure. You're each other's cheerleader in success and in comfort in failure. I can't imagine something's gone wrong, or I hear bad news or some news or whatever, and I relate to my husband, I would just say, oh, okay, and just walk away. Is that possible? Even if we were quarreling, at least he will do his bits, and then we might continue the quarrel later, so to say. But we're supposed to have each other's back, support one another through the failures, through the successes of life. Those are good quality of a friend, good friend in a marriage relationship. And when I'm saying this, please, by all means, know that I'm referring to one husband, one wife, a man and a woman as created by God. I'll leave it there. Again, forgiveness is another quality of friendship in marriage. You let go of offenses and give grace to your spouse. I'm not perfect. My husband is not perfect. So I won't expect him to be perfect in everything he does. He won't expect me to be perfect in everything I do. Maybe one or two things here and there. There are some that even me, God said, I've surrendered, so to say. But what am I saying? Offenses will come, but we have to learn to give grace to our spouses and forgive them. However, with caution, I say this. We're not talking about domestic abuse or domestic violence in a marriage setting. That is not, because you wouldn't even be doing that if the spouse is your friend. Tell them at the back, one man, one woman. Simple. Thank you, Leslie. Yes, so beside everywhere we go, that is what we know. So as I was saying, offenses will come. If you think offense will not come because you're in love, because you're your friend, because you must be joking. So in case you just entered that marriage now, I'm telling you ahead, though, you better leave room for forgiveness. In fact, unlimited room, infinity room for forgiveness, because offenses shall come. I'm not cursing you. Every marriage, in fact, everyone that will come into this box, let me ask, have you never been offended by your spouse? Have you never offended your spouse? They will tell you, because we keep it simple and real. So give grace, learn to forgive, and sometimes, like I say, when it's too chronic a thing going on, seek help. Let me not jump my notes, but you get my drift. So let's look at how to build and maintain friendship in marriage. Like I always say, there's so many ways, but because of time, I have to limit what I'm going to share. But at least it's just for you to have an idea of what I'm talking about. And as I speak, sometimes I find out that, even me, I'm lacking a bit in that. That's why I say self-reflect. It's always the way you self-reflect, you know the things straight away you need to change. You know the things straight away you need to amend, so that you're not just fooling yourself in that relationship. How to build and maintain friendship in marriage. One thing I'll say is spend time together, just for fun. Just for fun. Sometimes when we're too busy, before you know, 3 months is gone. We haven't gone anywhere. We haven't done anything. Well, maybe you just want to watch one movie or whatever together. You just find out that invitations will start coming. You people have to dress up and go out, have fun. This one is like maybe the universe helping you out, so to say. So even if you're not thought to dress up and go out, at least you will go for that family wedding. You will go for that family occasion. So you have to dress, both of you, and go. So, but aside that, you have to do this by yourself, because it's not all the time you even want to go to some gathering or some family event, so to say. Date your spouse, not because after wedding you just feel, oh, she's mine, he's mine, and that's it. What happened to, can I take you out tonight? Are you busy tonight, or are you free tonight? What happened to those? Oh, guess what? A new joint just opened, a new restaurant, or a new gym, or whatever it is you lot do together. What happened to that after they say I do? Why would you stop? Those are the things that helped you to bond, that helped you to fall in love, that helped you to be friends. Why is it that now you're married, you think, oh, we should stop? Let me relax and show you what just relax. Why? You have to be intentional about these things. Date your spouse as much as you can in your marriage. Take walks together. That's what I say, it doesn't even have to be something expensive. Take walks together, hold hands, talk. Laugh, be silly with one another. Be silly. I don't want to, in fact, something came to mind. Let me not share here so that I will not, there's some silly stuff husband and wife will do. You people know yourself. Be silly with one another. Who else would you be silly with? Another way to build and maintain friendship in marriage is listen without fixing. But one thing I said that because it depends whether it's a man that is talking or the woman that is talking. It depends, because men, for them, they want solution. This is a problem and they're thinking solution. But for the wife, she just wants you to listen. Don't give her a solution because she knows what she would do. So when you're giving solution to her, it's like you're not listening. Because if you're listening, you will be quiet. Let me just vent. Let me talk and all. And this person is your friend. By now, you should know your friend that when they're talking, they just want you to listen. Not that they want you to fix anything as such. So it depends whether it's a man sharing or the woman sharing. We need to know, the characters of a woman and things like that, because it kind of helps us. I know people are different. I am not another woman out there, neither are they me, but there's some general things with women, really, and if men do not know this, they will suffer in that relationship. Okay, so at that time they just need a friend to listen and empathize. And some men are very emotional. They sometimes have the traits of a woman, as they say, but I don't see anything wrong in that. They're human. They have water and blood flowing through their veins. So if they want to be emotional, feel free. If the husband is the type that is emotional and the woman is maybe on the hard side and all, it doesn't matter. As long as you're each other's friends, let people talk and whatever. You love each other, you're friends with one another. Do not listen to, certain things, because it will just make you start resenting some aspects of your husband, especially for the man that is emotional. And you don't want that. It's not going to build that friendship we're talking about. So let's be mindful that we're listening and, we're just giving them a listening ear. We're empathizing with them, not necessarily finding solution or fixing everything and all of that. But like I said, as a woman, she may not be able to find solution quickly. All the same, listen to the man when he's venting. Vice versa, really. Again, another way to build and maintain friendship is be curious about each other. Be curious. Ask questions. Don't say we're now married. With time, I'll get to know them. Ask questions. What are their dreams? What are your worries? What memories do you have? Or what is your current interest? You need to know this about your friend, your husband, your wife. If their interest is going on another tangent that you never even knew about, that's not the time to be fighting them. Be curious enough to ask, oh my gosh, I noticed for a few months you've been interested in this particular thing. Do you want to share? This is what friends talk about. I remembered it was even the eldest son, when they're playing match or whatever match. Me, I think what's my own with football? I don't even want to know. When they're shouting, I like the excitement. The only time I'm excited is when Nigeria is playing. No offense to anybody, So they belong to all this English, what do you call it, Premier League. They have their clubs like Man City, Man United, we have Liverpool, we have Chelsea. And then when they're playing Arsenal, every time they're playing Arsenal, I will know in my house. Because this is supposed to be, we're going to win, Even when they have not scored, my heart will just, I say, in fact, I'm not one for football. But the way you diss Arsenal in this house, I'm going to be Arsenal, whether you like it or not. They laughed and laughed and we will finish you. It was just fun. And now we've even taken that beyond husband and wife to the children. And they say, Mom, we're going to beat you tonight. You think it's more than that. I said, don't worry, bring it on. We don't talk much. And, Nigeria match should be watched with medical disclaimer. Don't let me. The one that I regretted. I was pregnant with my first child. I was still back in Nigeria then. And I was poorly because it was the first time my body was carrying a pregnancy. And my body was not just my body anymore. And our sitting area was kind of long, So there's this particular chair I will sit on and be watching TV, and I'll be in pain. And Nigeria will be playing this match. And then when they score, I don't know where this energy comes from. I will stand up and run to the other end. I will run, yeah. When I sit down, I may just even start throwing up. I say, hey, this Nigeria team will not kill me or will not finish me, so to say. So you can imagine the passion too was there. So when they started this Premier League, I said I would join Arsenal, and it's me and you before. So every time there's a match, especially between Man City and Arsenal, my house, hey, my husband, thank God, he'll be the referee so that we don't finish each other in the house. You know, it's amazing, it's fun. What am I trying to say? Find your friend's interest, your husband's interest, your wife's interest, their worries. What memory do they have? Maybe of their childhood, of the day you met. You know, what are they interested in these days? It might be something you might like as well. Or it might be something you don't like, but you know them for that. And you even go out of your way to buy that magazine to get their interest going. And, you know, just be curious about each other enough to care to want to be part of that. Again, celebrate and cheer each other on. You know, like I said, situations happen, good, bad, ugly, all of that. Just make sure you're each other's cheerleader. Support each other's goals in as much as you might not believe or understand it. The moment your spouse is passionate about whatever it is they're doing, it's on you. You better go and find that passion, whether you like it or not. If not, there won't be any friendship, there won't be peace. You know, I'm not saying if it's something bad that they want to go into. I mean, you have to caution them and all of that. But support their goals. Find out why they have that as goals. Maybe to help you to understand so that I can give them the adequate support. Rejoice in each other's achievements. I remembered when I finished uni and I said, my husband will now come like he's taking his wife for graduation. Isn't that so somehow? We laughed and laughed and laughed. I said, who else will go with me if not you? And then I got one other friend, sister friend, to come along. It felt, I don't know, it just made me feel like a child again, because I would have thought it was my father that would take me to graduation or something. But, you know, this is years on. My father is way back, you know, where he is and all. But it felt good. I have my friend with me, you know, taking me to my graduation and being there, really. Be their biggest fan. Be each other's biggest fan. Even when they upset you. Even when you're upset, wave the flag. Even if you're not smiling, just wave the flag. You say, I'm supporting you and all of that. You know, sometimes I know life is not easy. Things are not just the way, you know, you imagine they would be. And I get that. But all the same, you're determined, you're committed to spend the rest of your life with this person. That's why I'm like, look, before you offend me, let me forgive you. Sometimes I'm really mad and angry. It could be a small thing to him or a big thing or whatever, but I'm just so upset. I've got those days as well. And sometimes, I'm being honest with you, it goes on for days because I'm wrapping my head around it. How am I going to handle this? I'm still upset. And then, you know, at some point I would have to let go, whether I like it or not. I'll have to let go for my own sake, even because I'm not enjoying moments. I'm not enjoying myself. And I know this person is feeling bad or whatever as well, or vice versa as well. So we have to celebrate and cheer each other on, even when we're upset with one another. Again, pray together as much as you can, when you can, and I dare say if you can, because this thing has created a lot of controversial conversations. Family that prays together stays together. Hey, please, I'm not one for that. I used to think about it. The first time I think I heard it, it struck something in me. Okay, Adebenga, you said you'll be right back last time, but you didn't come back. Hopefully you come back this time around. So I keep my fingers crossed. Thank you. I hear you, bros. Thank you. They say a family that prays together stays together. I had to go deep into these things. There are circumstances that may surround you not being able to pray together. So does that mean you will not be together? Please do not cage yourself with certain words or certain statements, because it's not going to help you. A lot of people are now demanding we must pray together. You know, been there, done that, so to say. But the Holy Spirit helps to understand that, look, there's certain things you can't force a spouse to do. You might have to pray about it, yeah? And your words has to be kind enough to help them understand the need for this. So people can get married. One is a Christian and one is just there. You know, they didn't grow up in a house where you pray 9 o'clock every day, 7 o'clock in the morning. They're not used to that. and now you're married to them because all other things, or they're new to this Christian world, Christian journey, and you want to, they'll think, okay, we're praying today is good, and then you come again tomorrow, we're praying, and they're feeling like, what's going on? This is too much. It might just be too much for them. That doesn't mean you will not stay together. So please do not put yourself in that bondage. There's so many scenarios, so many cases that can warrant you not being able to pray together as much as you want to. That should not separate you lot. That should not break your marriage. That's all I'm trying to say. So spiritual intimacy deepens emotional closeness, no doubt about it. So when couples pray together, they tend to grow closer and, be in each other's life and also be closer to God. That means I can hold my hand and my friend's hand and we'll go to God, pray for somebody, pray for our family, pray for whoever, whatever it is, a new job, a new business. When you pray together, it brings you closer, no doubt about it. But if circumstances are warranting that this is not possible, please do not say, our marriage is over because we're not praying together. Please do not do that. It's not okay. Again, handle conflicts respectfully. I said this. How do you want to be addressed when there's conflict? Do you want somebody to use verbal abuse, verbal words, that will make you think back to the day you were born and things like that? No. Then do not use such words on your spouse. Period. Friends don't fight to win. They fight, but they don't fight to win. They fight to understand. And the reason why there's a whole lot of disagreement is sometimes we don't take time to listen to what this person is saying. And then we thought this is what we heard. We start and go back and forth with your friend just because you have not taken time to listen, to understand. But you're listening to respond, and there will always be conflict. And then if there's conflict, you need to handle it with respect. But you and I know that when you're angry in a conflict, respect is the last thing you're thinking of. I don't know, maybe it's me. Sometimes it's like, not that you're abusive or whatever, but you're not just in that space at all. But always disagree. Remember to protect your friendship when you disagree. We don't fight to win, we fight to understand. And that is the way to build that friendship. Let's look at obstacles to friendship in marriage. That's why I say I like to balance this. We'll look at it and I'll be rounding up and then we can come up and expand this some more. Friendship in marriage is what we're talking about today. Obstacles to friendship in marriage. Of course, there are obstacles. I probably have mentioned them as I was giving, my talk from the beginning. Busyness, like B-U-S-Y-ness. That's one obstacle to friendship in marriage. Everybody's busy. Being too busy to connect even. You're too busy is that both of you can't even find time, that you're not busy to go out, find time to just sit in each other's company because you're too busy. You're sitting in each other's company, both of you on the phone. Email, text, message, this and that, and you find out that you've been in the same space for about a couple of hours, but you have not said anything to yourselves. Sharon, I see you. Thank you so much for the rose. So, being too busy to connect, there's no such thing, but we know that this is some people's reality. Some, they've cancelled, they've planned to go out maybe on a Friday, something came up at work, they cancelled. Oh, let's reschedule for next Friday. The other spouse too. Hey, they cancelled, they shifted it. Before you know, 6 months is gone. Only one date they're struggling to put because they're busy. Some people will log off on their computers at work and they come home and open that computer again and start on. And this is on a daily basis. I'm not saying once in a while you might have to do things. Of course, I get it. But when it comes too much that in 6 months, you haven't done anything together, I would ask, are you not missing your friend? Are you not missing that connection? Are you not missing that space with them? And I should ask. God helping all of us, really. Again, another obstacle to friendship in marriage is unresolved conflicts. Letting offense build walls. In fact, not just walls, castle in that relationship. Like I said earlier, offense will come. and it may linger for a period of time, but at some point you have to bring down that wall so that you can see your friend again, you can see your spouse again. No matter how long, how high, how wide, you are still in that marriage. You know you got to bring it down. Otherwise, you will lose your friend. You will lose your spouse. And a lot of people have separated because the wall has just been there permanently and it ain't coming down. And then the spouse on the other side is like, no, I can't do this anymore. It's been 5 years. I can't do this anymore. I'd rather we go our separate ways, and then you see separation. Some people need to be reminded that they are not running the world, no matter how busy they are. I know. Please tell them. God will help us. So letting offense build walls is not going to help our friendship in that marriage. Okay, so it's an obstacle. Conflicts will come. Find as much as possible to resolve it quickly, as fast as you can. And if it's lingering on for too much, maybe it's too much for both of you to bear. That's why I say seek counsel or whatever you have to do. But do not let that wall be there. I'll leave it. Another obstacle to friendship is neglect. Taking each other for granted. Some may say, my wife, since we had our first child, she doesn't have my time again. You know, I hear this a lot. And I'm like, what have you done to make sure that you have her time? I'm not making excuses, but this is what women go through. First child, first experience. Even though they may have looked at look after one auntie's child, it won't be like them having their own. This child is not going to auntie after the night. This child is staying in this house, and somebody would have sleepless night because this child refused to sleep. He's in the night. Some children, throughout the day, they will sleep. They will sleep for Africa. But in the night, that's when their eyes are like that. They want to play. They want to giggle. And the mom is tired. And the man is busy snoring. And the woman will look at the man. He's sleeping fine. I'm not working, but this child is more than enough work. Nobody's paying me for it. And the woman is frustrated. It's like this my friend does not even understand that I need help. It's our first, a lot like that. That is a transition that they're not handling well. When one partner feels neglected, I will say, okay, let's paint a different scenario. Good evening, how are you, please? Longest time my phone got spot. Oh, Just Bevy. Oh, I remember you. Just Bevy lady. Oh, it's good to have you back. I hope you are good. It's been a while. I hope you are good. Say, trust me, when the husbands are raising that first child, they will get it. Some don't, so Leslie, some don't get it. Even by the second, they still don't get it. I've heard of a case, in fact, recently, this wife, because she's full-time housewife, well, she's full-time housewife, but she does other menial job or whatever it is to get money here and there. And so one time she had to quickly dash off somewhere, and she said to the husband, like, this child, please put the pampers, put the bottle or whatever, and say she wants to dash off somewhere. And the response is, no, I am not meant to change pampers for this child. That is your work. And it's, if you don't carry this child with you, you will come back and meet this child there. Yes, some people say that. Some people are like that. In fact, I used to tease my husband, say if we were in Nigeria and we had our first child, would you even know how to change pampers? We laugh and laugh and laugh. Say, hey, it will challenge. Say, would you yourself know how to change pampers? You career woman, you come and bring one house help. We laugh and laugh. Say, thank God for Europe. The things that some men dare not do in Africa, they'll do it gladly here with joy in their hearts. Hey, it's good to see you, Ward Inside. How are you too? Everybody's coming back today. I'm so glad. You're welcome back. Maybe it's the topic that is attracting everyone. So, okay. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Thank you, A13, for the likes. Please, let's still share to your friends. Let them be part of this talk. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. By fire, by force. Well, it's good to have you back. So, neglect is one of the key obstacles to being friends. When you feel neglected, when one is needing attention and the other is not ready to give them, one off, you understand, and it's becoming a perpetual thing, and it will break your friendship. It's like when your friend don't have time for you, you will find friend elsewhere, and we don't want that. Like, it's supposed to be first our spouses, really. And then I'm not saying you don't have friends out there, but you know that the things you will discuss with your spouse, you might not be able to discuss it with those friends. Don't let women do things by fire by fire by force. So you don't have a choice, you have to. Both of you lay together and made that baby. Both of you should look after that baby as much as it lies with you. Some men, the first child will be their experimental child rearing phase. They will learn the things they never knew before. It's like, in fact, it's like a new manual. You're giving them this big manual about babies, and it's so overwhelming. Some might even run away. Some will be like, they finish work at 4 o'clock, they will not come home until midnight just because they want to avoid that. But who are you kidding? You're still going to have another child, and that manual that you think is so big is going to get bigger. Now you have to manage 2 children, a toddler and a baby, or whatever it is. So the earlier you got on board, the better for you. So what am I saying anyways is, let us not neglect one another, no matter the transition we're going through. It could be a new job, a new career, a new study, a new whatever it is, a new baby. Let's just be mindful that we're intentional, not to neglect our spouse. Find time for one another as often as you can. And like I say, if you're planning until you have 4 hours together, it could just be 1 hour here and there every other day. Spend that time together, bond some more, be friends with your spouse. Don't neglect one another. I know when there are issues, people tend to neglect one another. That's not the one I'm talking about, but this one's like constant way of life, because you're drifting into that and without realizing it, and maybe your spouse is bringing your attention to it. I feel neglected. Well, get over yourself, you're just too emotional. The response alone pushes them further. I hope we're not the type that responds like that. Let's be mindful. When your spouse say anything whatsoever to you, know that it's coming from somewhere, and you should be curious enough to want to know where it's coming from and how much it lies with you to make sure you help that situation, because it takes two. If you were by yourself, if you neglect yourself, you know how you'll be like. So now imagine somebody that's supposed to be your personal person, like they say, now neglecting you, making you feel vulnerable, looking for friends out there when you have your best friend in here and all of that. So another obstacle, as a roundup, is lack of communication. It's a huge obstacle when you're talking about friendship in marriage, drifting apart emotionally. Recognizing all of these, obstacles early kind of helps couple to stay on course. That's why I always talk about being intentional. Even if you feel you're close, sit your spouse at one of these days. Do you think we're close enough? What do you think we can even do to get closer? There's no harm in being better. There's no harm in doing better. And if you feel you're better, they can still be the best. What can we do to be best of friends, regardless of the obstacles of life, so to say? Anyways, let other ideas be shared by you lot as you listen. So I'm going to round up this talk today, and I want to believe we've gotten a bit of understanding, and we're self-reflecting what we have to do in our own marriages, to make sure that we keep that friendship status quo alive and deep and strong. Friendship is the soul of marriage. I'll say that again. Friendship is the soul of marriage. Romance may spark the relationship, but friendship sustains it through every season. Through every season. It brings joy, it brings resilience, it brings depth. So if you want a marriage that doesn't just survive but thrives, be friends with your spouse. That's all I can say. Be friends with your spouse. The example I was trying to give, I just remembered what I wanted to say. If you think your wife is neglecting you and spending time with that child, you too, one day when you're coming back from work, Buy ice cream for both of you. When you come, you carry the baby. I know you're tired. Carry the baby, sit together, enjoy the ice cream together. Even in her tiredness, in your tiredness, enjoy each other's company. And who knows, the baby might just sleep off that you have the whole night for yourself. Who knows? So don't just be pointing fingers that you. Remember, the other ones are pointing right back at you. If you think she's neglected you, you try to close the gap. Like I said before, if one falls down, the other will lift the other up. Don't say you've neglected me, you two, you go and find somewhere else to be spending time or to do what. That is not going to build that friendship any deeper than it should. So let's be mindful. If you want a marriage that doesn't just survive but thrives, be friends with your spouse. I'll leave us with this portion of the Bible, Proverbs 27:9. It says, ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel. I mean, that's why I said this is your go-to person. This person, everything you need in a friend is in your spouse, should be in your spouse. We're growing by the day. Remember I said no spouse is perfect. So we need grace to dealing with one another. But trust me, if you're patient enough and you're understanding enough, you just find out that everything you need to bring that ointment and perfume, to bring that delight in your heart, your friend will bring that to you. They'll bring that delight. You will find it in them. It's just a matter of time. Everybody's growing, and hopefully we want to be better than our yesterday. So I need us to ask ourselves today, am I just living with my spouse, or am I truly living for and with my friend? Let's build marriages where friendship flourishes. Let us build marriages where friendship flourishes. And again, we're passing this to the next generation. For those couples who have children, they're watching. Are you friends with your husband? Are you friends with your wife? They can see. Even if you're telling them, we're friends, they can see whether you're truly friends or not. That is the end of my talk today. Let's build marriages where friendship truly, truly flourishes. And yeah, I'm done, but I'll ask this question today. Do you believe that friendship is more important, less important, or equally important as romance in marriage? I'll take that again. Do you believe that friendship is more important, less important, or equally important as romance in marriage? And you tell me why, really. So thank you guys for listening. That is the end of my talk today. Thank you.
New day, bring understanding and love. Oh, inside.
I see you, Leslie. I see you, Kenneth. I see you, Direct Crown. So that is me giving my 2 cents. Let us see how well we can expand this and learn from one another, because like I say, marriages are suffering these days. Some people, the cure that they need in their marriage is friendship, and they don't realize this, that the friendship is long dead and is affecting, even the love is strained. So we need to call ourselves back. What was going on when we were so in love, so friendly? Let's go back. Sometimes you have to go back memory lane and reignite that love and reignite that friendship, or whatever it is that is missing in that marriage. But today we're talking about friendship in marriage. So guys, please send me an invite. Let us come to the box and reason together. Please, let's see who is there. I see you, A13. I see you, Go Digital. I'm going to invite all the people I see here. So as many that, at least some of you have been here for the last few minutes, hearing and listening. And, I'm sure you have loads to say. And I can't wait as well. Your girl, I see you. Jackie, I see you. Let's as many people that can come up.
Yeah, Wendy.
Do come up. How are you? Whose voice is that? I don't know who's okay. Well, I'm gonna go according to how we are in the box. So Leslie, you have to speak first. Okay, let me see. Right inside. Good to have you. Kenneth, you're welcome. Please do share
Good
this
evening.
live because we're getting to
Good evening, everyone.
good evening. It's good to see you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I wish
Good to see you too.
sometimes we can open our camera so it's not just me in the box. And I know I'm not talking to AI generated people. If you can, but don't no stress, please. No stress at all. But good.
No, no, I can't. I can't. If I try to open the camera now, I'll be thrown away, far away from here.
Why?
My phone is giving me issues sometimes. So
Oh,
once
okay. It's
again,
all right. It's all right. I mean, just to say that, anyways. If you can, why not? If you can't, it's okay as well. But you're welcome. It's good to have you. So, Leslie, I'm gonna come to you because you're the first in the box. And yeah, okay. How are you? Good
Evening. Oh.
evening. Happy
Good
Thursday.
evening. Good evening.
Happy July,
Good,
everybody.
good evening to all this wonderful panel.
We greet you back.
I'm with my first son, so he might be giggling and
good
laughing from
evening.
time to
Good
time.
evening too. So, Leslie, you are setting the pace. We are your student right now. You are the
I'm
headmaster.
not. No. I came to learn too.
Don't put Leslie under pressure.
Because my romance is not my strong suit. I'm just gonna put it out there.
No, we're talking
I'm
about
working on it.
friendship. Friendship is
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Yeah. So you know, 'cause I know some people romance, but I'm a friendship kind of person. That's me.
Maybe one of these days we'll dare each other to come and talk about. Let's talk about baby, you know.
That one not the problem. Is romance that's the issue for me. So
It's what that
so
is
that
issue
one
for you.
romance. Not that
It's the
romance.
same thing. Romance.
Nah.
Okay. I hope you still stay around.
Yeah. So before I start I have to give everybody warning. I'm not going to be heading this Thursday because it's our anniversary week, and we have a dinner for that Thursday.
Yeah.
It starts off from Thursday, and I think we have something on Saturday. So yeah, it's our anniversary week. It's going to be our 18th year.
Congratulations. Is that 19 or 20?
No, so our anniversary is on the 7th, but my wife is not in the country. So on Thursday we are having a date. I think it's going
No,
to be
as in how many years?
18.
Okay, it's 18 years. Oh wow.
18. So we're following you behind. We're following you.
Not the right number.
You see why I say you should set the pace. The ball is already on your court.
Hostess is 26 years. We are following hostess, so we too are looking for 26 years too.
You see how Leslie is trying to dodge it?
After host is you, because when we check now, you see that after host is you. So host, this is your good student.
Well, all the same. I mean,
I think
years of experience, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Friendship and marriage.
Yeah.
It's I think if I believe strongly that when I think there's a scripture that says that Abraham was God's friend. I'm just trying to remember that. I'm just speaking that as a believer, and I think it's for the scripture to mention that it shows that it was such a big deal to God that He found Abraham to be a friend. Not everybody did God call friend. Not everybody God called friend. So that's something very special. And so if in a marriage a husband and wife are friends, is very special. I've seen a few marriages where I genuinely have seen where husband and wife are almost like brother and sister, like really great friends, really, really good friends. I've seen some marriages where they're very passionate, but you can tell they're not great friends. They're passionate in certain areas, but they're not really great friends. And it's not everybody. I learned that from one of my very good friends. We're still good friends. We did a lot of business together. But he mentioned that to me that there was a time my wife and I were going through something, and he basically said this is going to be a make or break in terms of whether you guys will become good friends or just exist, kind of thing. So friendship in marriage is very good because it helps you in the difficult times, and then when you have good times, you really have good time. You really go have a good time. And I would really recommend men that when you get a bit of extra money in your hands, don't think about extramarital affair. Give that extra money to wife. I'm telling you, you will find your heart will be strong when you put that extra £1,000 in her hands, or however much money you get extra. I think in a way it will tell you, it will actually make you more committed. So when you have, I think the Bible says that where your treasure is.
Wait, pause.
Not- not-
Leslie,
not-
let me send message to my husband so he will hear what you just said now.
I'm saying that in terms of for those men who have the means to make extra.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a good thing when you give your wife that extra, because you find that your heart will become invested in that in her. Yes, save for everything, but when you do make an extra bit of money, give it to your wife and see how you feel about it. It's a challenge. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, just see what happens to you. What happens to your heart? Don't think about extramarital affair. Don't think now I have a bit of extra. I can do no. Go put that in. Go and put it in your wife's hand. I'm just gonna leave that as a little caveat there. But friendship and marriage is very important. It's very, very important, because if you have children and you are good friends with your wife, they will see it as well. They will see it as well. So when things are not going too well between the two of you, and then the two of you make up, your children will know that they will understand the dynamic. They will see that, yeah, they're being real. They can see that, they can tell that you guys, not only are they confident you can make up, but they know that you're going to have very, very good run together. They can see it, they can tell, and it makes them secure and safe in your home, because they know the two of you will get on. So it's important that friendship happens in a marriage, and just for your own mental health as a man. I'm not speaking for men. A lot of men, we want peace. Part of having peace is making sure that your spouse is friendly with you. So when when you come home, you're coming home to a home that you've done certain things to make the environment peaceful. Your wife is going to feel good about you. I think you've got to be intentional that you want your wife to be thinking good thoughts about you as much as you are thinking good thoughts about her. And again, these things are not just on airy fairy. They are very practical. You can really do those things, because one of the things I've said many times, and I'm not the one that said that. There's a guy called Dr. London. It's him I heard that term. A lot of people, especially in this part of the world, if we have Nigerian men that come from Nigeria to England, there's a tendency that they will know how to adapt when they're in a work situation, when they're in the office, when they are working with people. They will find a way to adapt, but for some reason it doesn't translate to the home.
Yeah.
So the term he gave was, they are lion at home, mouse at work. That's the term he gave it, and it's a term that unfortunately happens a lot. They come home and they just unleash. There's a difference between venting and unleashing. Venting, you can do that in a healthy manner, and that's because you build good friendship with your wife. You can vent and say you're going through X, Y, and Z. But when you're unleashing, there's no control. You're just like a wildfire. You're just you're taking it out on her, on the children, on any and everything at home. You're not creating an environment that is friendly for yourself or peaceful for yourself. Yeah, they may fear you, they may not talk to you, but you are not going to benefit in that marriage. And everything you're going to do is going to be by
create
force.
fear or respect and reverence.
Yeah. Well, if that's someone's idea of respect, and that's not real respect. You're forcing respect. You're creating it by dominance, and that's not respect. You want a situation where your children respect you, and they respect you, and they love you as well. And that's the goal. You want a situation where your wife loves you as well as respects you, and that can be done by the things we do. But it's very important. It's very important that you don't create an environment where you are unleashing. You're unleashing everything. You just take it out on the wife. You take it. It's not a good home, and it's a reflection of you as a person. And if you you need to go and check yourself. Why is that a problem? Why are you constantly taking things out on your wife? Why are you blaming her for X, Y, and Z? You got to go and deal with that situation. You can't blame her for everything that's going on in your life. But then you go to work, and then you are pussycat. You talk to the manager very well. Some of your managers are women too. You will not dare raise your voice to them at work. Why do you do that at home? So we've got to be able to, if you are having this behavior, you need to begin to become aware, why are you behaving in this sort of form of a dichotomy. You're creating this dissonance of you're home and you're somebody else, and then you go to work and you are the most respectful person on the planet. Something is not right about that. Your home should be a safe space for everybody, including yourself. It's hard enough that you deal with things at work, but to come home and unleash and not create an environment where your wife can feel secure in your space is not healthy. So there are things that can be done. And part of that is, you might need some counseling, you might need some therapy, you might need to engage in some self-awareness and start asking yourself some questions, and then go and seek counsel. One of the ways to deal with such a thing is learning to talk to your wife regularly, learning to talk and learning to listen to your wife regularly, learning to be a person that you have an active listening presence, so your wife can tell you any and everything. I'm not going to refer to some books now, but just practice that. I think is a great way. But friendship and marriage will help you last in the good times and the difficult times. They happen. Even when you have money, there are other difficulties, health challenges. If your children have a health problem, there's all sorts of things that that can put a strain on your relationship, and the friendship helps to deal with that a lot. Especially if you remember when you were first dating, or the early of marriage before children came on board. For those who are like us that didn't have children immediately we got married, and you remember a lot of the things you did together, I tell you, those things you can keep bringing them back, and you can actually find new ways of doing those things again. At different seasons. So yeah, it's a good thing to have friendship in marriage. Now, in terms of romance, I can't say whether it's greater or better. I just know that for me, it's a strong suit. Romance is not my strong suit. It is not. That is not my strong. I'm working on it. I'm not as bad as I used to be before.
Oh, that's good.
But it's still something I'm working very hard. Sometimes I have this feeling, go and hug her, go and do this to her, and I just like, it's not. It's a struggle. It's a struggle because it's not. But we are good friends. I think that's the good thing. I'm very grateful. I can hang out with my wife all the time. I love. She's one of the best people I like to hang out with. I really like to do stuff with her. If I could do more, I would do it. She knows it. But that's been a journey to get there. That's been a journey. So friendship is something that, I really am grateful, because it's helped in our marriage, and it's allowed for a lot of trust and independence. And I don't mean we're independent of each other, but there's a trust where we know each other, and we know, okay, I can trust her with this, and she can trust me with this, and vice versa, because we are good friends. We have built that trust and honor in the relationship, and it's valuable to us, so we respect it. Yeah, I think that's what I can say on that situation.
Thank you. First off, I love my heart for you, because I'm so glad that all of the points you made is actually coming from a man, a man. Because there's some things that some men will come and be debating with women, but the fact that it's coming from a man has made part of my work here easy tonight. And like I said, there's no perfect husband, no perfect wife. We're trying our best to make that marriage work. And this is one of the key bedrock of what any marriage would need: friendship. Because how can you marry somebody you're not friends with? Even the people that they did arrange marriage for, at some point they will grow into that friendship, because they know that this marriage is here to stay. Otherwise, families on both sides are waiting for you. Come and tell them, we're not compatible. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. But thank you so much, and I wish you happy 18th anniversary in advance. Let me see, can I even remember when our 18th? I can't even remember. I don't even know go there. But it's quite a journey. I was sharing earlier that 26 and a half years, even me, I was looking back, is that for real? And thank God, through the good times, the bad times, we're learning to do better. We're learning. I mean, this is not the me that got married that many years ago. And I believe so for my husband as well. So we're growing, we're learning, we fall. And remember what I said, grace. We need to give grace to one another, to allow the shortcomings the falls, the rising, and all of that. And together we can actually build that friendship. And it's not like you have this friendship. Now you're married, is now going down. No, it shouldn't be. In fact, we need to be intentional, just like I said and Leslie said. We need to be intentional about the things we do. Otherwise, the friendship will be lost. God helping us. So I'm coming to show you're the next in my box. Good evening, and it's good to see you again on Insight. You are welcome. I hope your day and your week has been good.
Yes, so far so good. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Um,
Yes, I can.
yeah, I'll try to be making every Thursday, even if I can't make the other days.
It's all right. We'd love to have you as many days as you can make. Yeah.
I try
Thank
to
you.
commit to that. Friendship. Where do I start from? I grew up in a house where my father was practically, I'll say, God with a small G. Everybody practically worshipped him, including my mom. And generally, you whether you like it or not, your parents kind of rub off on you because that's the only thing you know. So when I became a teenager, I moved to the UK and I lived with a couple of uncles. I now saw a bit of conflict because their relationship wasn't like my father's own. And that conflict, I dealt with that conflict for a bit because I didn't know which was the right one to go with. um I tried my father's one. I did it for a couple of years. My wife was patient enough to endure that bit, but along the way I figured that this isn't working for me. And when I picked up on it, I noticed that things changed the moment I just started to relax and just take her as my friend, not necessarily as my wife.
Oh.
Because I noticed in the past when we had issues, she was like, you know, I'm not just your wife. I want you to be my friend. And that didn't quickly click with me,
Oh.
but eventually I picked up on it. And when I picked up on it, I basically just dropped my guard. And from then, life just became better because we were friends when we were dating.
I mean,
And when we got married, she now became my wife and not my friend, if that makes sense.
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Exactly. And she was like, the reason she got married to me was because I was her friend. So I had to basically go back to that kind of a person. It wasn't hard, to be honest. I just needed to just let my guard down and just relax. And for the best part is, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made
Wow. Good to hear
because
that.
we actually, life is just fun. It's just fun. I think we went to Costco the other day, and there was a lady there that did a BBL, and she was the one that called me, come and see, come and see, come and see. I was actually even thinking it was something we're gonna buy, and she was, look at her. And we just bursted out laughing, and I'm using that as an example to
I
just
know
show
the silly
that
stuff, friends do, husband and
exactly,
wife, yeah.
exactly the silly stuff that you can laugh about. And
No.
it's always funny that, after an argument, we now start making fun of each other about the argument that wasn't funny 24 hours prior.
Ah, yeah.
So I think it's critical
Yeah.
because it is, for me, the only thing that can give your relationship longevity, because the infatuation will wane, the excitement will wane, the butterflies will go. I think they will, because if you see somebody every day for the rest of your life, the butterflies will go. And the only thing that you're going to have left is your relationship, your conversations, your interactions. If I go to work or she goes to work and one person gets back later, We can't wait to tell each other how was your day, what happened, are you okay, are you not okay? And eventually, even little things like conversations, you pick up on the other person not being okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I can hide my emotions from my wife, and it's amazing. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." She's like, "No, something is on your mind."
And you be like, ah, actually, a
I'm
mind
like,
reader.
am I that exactly? Am I that obvious? She's like, something is on your mind, but if you don't want to talk about it, it's okay. But just know that if there is an issue, we're in this together. That is her quote. She says that, from time to time now, we're in this together. There's no worry. We'll deal with it. So I now remember, and I think I mentioned it last week when we got married, and in the Yoruba culture, they'll tell you, may you be friends with each other. You know,
It's a
when,
prayer.
exactly. When I was told, I didn't know the implications at the time. I didn't. But looking back now,
Now you
I now
understand.
know exactly. I know the weight that statement carries because I think it was her mother's elder sister that told us that. So it's critical. I think I was fortunate because I married my friend. Looking back, if I was going to give somebody marriage advice, it's going to be in my top three. It's going to be my top three because I will tell them, look at this woman. Once all these things that you're attracted to is gone, which will happen because we will all grow old, is she still the person you would want to talk to every day for the rest of your life? Because, no offense, she's pretty now, she's going to grow old. You are handsome now, you're going to grow old. You're going to have a bare belly, your six pack is going to go.
All the wrinkles will come.
Exactly. So when all those things go, the person that is left, will that person be your friend? And I think it's a critical, statement to make. Because, like I said, it's the only thing that is going to keep the relationship going on. Life is going to throw you a lot of curveballs. Life itself is hard.
It is for us.
Picking the wrong person can make for me life hell. And I think that is very, very critical in any relationship. So I think that's just going to be my 2 cents. Try and pick somebody that is your friend. Don't think too much about it because I think thinking too much about it too, it can also be a problem. Because, and this is maybe going off a bit tangent. The older we get, the older we're set in our ways, and we don't want to, negotiate certain things, and the longer the list of requirements we want in our partner. Whereas when we were younger, what we wanted in a partner was very simple. Am I attracted to you? Do I love you? And you just jump in. Now we do so much analysis paralysis. He's okay, but she's fine, but so I think these are the things that we all need to consider. But I completely agree with everything you've said, in the last, I think, hour 15 minutes.
Oh wow, you've been there. So
I've
then
been,
I ask you, thank you for your contribution, but let me ask this before you close your mic. Do
yep.
you believe that friendship is more important, less important, or equally important as romance in marriage?
I think it's more important than romance
Oh, okay. Why do you think so?
because romance for me is, I don't want to call it ebbs and flows. You have romantic periods, you have periods where the romance goes down. Like it's like a wave, romance goes up and down. and I can only speak for myself. I think
Well,
if
you're right. You're
if
right.
I if you asked me to be romantic 365 days in a year, I will tell you it is not possible. I will not lie to you. But if you ask me to be your friend 365 days, I'll be like, no problem, let's go.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that, even love itself, it ebbs and flows. The days that, and I've said this in the past, I have arguments with my wife and I look at her and I'm like, of all the women on this planet, why did I pick you? And that's because I'm pissed off at that moment. I'm just pissed off at that moment. But when everything settles, I look at her and I'm like, yeah, I know I made the right decision. No doubt about that. So for me, friendship is more important than romance. Romance is important. Love is essential.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remove them from where they belong. But I believe that, friendship is what can hold. I mean, think about it. We have friends of over 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. And why? You can have a friend that you've been friends with for over 30, 40 years. You might not speak with them for like a week. But the moment you call them, it's like you spoke to them
straight
yesterday.
away. Yeah.
And I haven't spoken to you for a week. I finally get in touch with you and we're on the phone for like an hour.
Yeah.
And that for me is the power of friendship. Because friendship is, come with me, you are my person. You are my person. I know we have an argument right now, but you are my person. So I think that's my take on your question.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why word inside dropped off. I'm coming to you. So send that invite and come back up, please. Thank you so much, Sheon. I mean, very insightful. I'm a bit curious, Sheon.
Yep.
You don't have to answer this, to be honest. I'm just a bit curious. How many years have you been married?
I've been married 17 years.
Oh, wow. In fact, you two are standing behind each other. Leslie's going to be 18. Yours is 17.
Yeah. He said last week that he was older than me or he senior me, if I remember last week.
Oh, okay, you did.
Yeah. So my eldest is 16 and my youngest is 13.
Oh, wow. That's good to know. So we have family people here. I mean, these are talks, as I say, ideals on Insight to talk about these things. Because if you find out, you probably personally know of couples who've broken up because of something that you and your wife, that you've been through it and you got over it and you're still together. But this other couple, they can't. They just can't fix it. And they've gone their separate ways. And sometimes you wonder. But I believe strongly that grace is sufficient for everybody.
Yeah.
But people are intentional that I made up my mind to say I do to you. There's nothing on earth you will do that will make me see, because like I say, it's a gamble in a way. You leave this person because of this thing you refuse to talk or deal with. You marry somebody else. What is the guarantee that you will not face it again?
Exactly. I think I'll also add, which was one of the TikTok videos that I made a couple of weeks ago. That thing that is an issue right now. When you are telling somebody else about that issue in 1 year, will it still carry that same weight?
That's the thing.
Because I found out over the years that thing that is a big deal now, if you're telling somebody about it in a week, even you will feel that it doesn't sound as bad as it was a week ago. And it's the same thing when, people separate, you ask them, so why did you separate? And he's telling you why, and you're like, is that it? And he's like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, okay, tell me what I'm missing. And he's like, this is what happened. I'm like, yeah, is that it? So that thing that is a big deal now might not necessarily be a big deal in 6 months.
Definitely.
If it's still a big deal in 6 months or a year's time, then yes, that is a major issue. But a lot of things, you find out that in a year's time, it's not, it just doesn't carry that same weight.
Yeah, thank you for adding that. It's amazing. I mean, all of us, 18 years, 17 years, 26 years, have we not offended each other? Do you want to count? Can you remember? Can you remember how many times? If there was a book, would it not have finished by
Exactly. Exactly.
I was still in there. Of course, we talked few weeks or last two couple of months. Marriage is not a bed of roses. It
No.
has thorns, but we're still in it because we want to smell the rose, perceive the lovely scent of it, despite the fact that the thorn is there as well. So it's on us, really, on both parties to be intentional about being friends. And I know that, like, I mean, we've said, life happens. That friendship might be strained to the point that you think, why did you pick this person just like
Yeah.
you know, and all of that and all of that. But you look back one day, because all these challenges, it will come and go.
Exactly.
It is how you have dealt with it, how you have left each other that will remain.
Yes.
If you have cursed your wife to go back to her village after the challenge is gone, she will remember that. Even though so be mindful that you're not hurting your friends when hardship of life comes, so to say. God will help us. It's not easy, but
One other thing is the probability of your first marriage being a success is higher than your second marriage, which is higher than your third marriage. Statistics have shown diminishing returns. The more you marry, the less likely it's going to work out.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that for a second, to be honest with you. That's a guarantee.
Exactly.
I think somebody was sharing some time ago that they married, though it's a bad thing. Of course, like I say, I'm not one for domestic violence and all of that. So they married the first husband. This person will beat the woman black and blue, da da da. I say, no. But they say her mouth too is sharper than sword and all of that. And then she felt, because everybody will see the beating, most times they might not be there when the mouth is sharp and all of that. And then she said, oh, leave him, go get another one. And then she left. Of course, she had maybe 2 sons or whatever. She left anyways, got the second husband. They said, when did this woman marry that they started beating her? Is she the one attracting people that beat her?
Wow.
Said, she hasn't checked herself to see how she's contributing to this. To cut the long story short, now with husband number 4. And the amazing thing is she will always find husband. The ones looking for husband will not even find one. And this one person, 4th husband, with God knows how many children. And it's still the same thing happening.
Wow.
Until an auntie in that 4th marriage called her. Auntie to the husband called her and asked her history of the previous, they beat me, da da da. And she now said, well, the little that I know of you, have you ever considered that you contribute? I'm not saying because somebody is talking to beat them. That's not what I'm saying. You get me. And this woman, for the first time, checked and reflected with herself, but herself in her soul. And it's like somebody gave her $1 million because she's never been addressed, like, to address that situation. And guess what? She stayed with that 4th husband.
Wow.
And that was the longest, relationship that she was in. And she's still in there. And I'm like, there's certain things that, sometimes they say that you know the truth and it will set you free.
Yes.
But sometimes nobody's telling you that truth. And you yourself, you don't even know that truth. So there's always something to work on. Sometimes it's seasonal. You work on this, you find out you brought another thing that you don't even know what have you become. And then your spouse is telling you, I don't understand you these days. You're like, it's your own is too much. I said, no, truly. Where's my wife? Where's my husband? Check, because there's a reason they've made that statement.
Yes.
Because sometimes we grow. Do we grow up positively, healthily? Those are things our friends helps us to check if we let them anyways. So thank you so much for sharing. What insight refuse to come back? So 8:13, I greet you. I salute. I'm coming to Kenneth P. I hope you have more time to talk with us tonight. I don't know if you're still at work. So Kenneth, good evening. You're welcome to Insight. Let's hear you. I don't know what your views are today. Good evening.
Good evening, Olsen, and good evening, everybody. Let me start by congratulating our brothers that are 17, 18 years in marriage. Thank God will continue to strengthen you all. Friendship in marriage. I will start
Ayode Baba,
with
I
my
think.
own explanation because you say you mention a lot of things that happen in marriage, but I will start by saying at the beginning, my wife was never my friend.
Oh.
Was never my friend in the sense because I have a lot of friends that people that I can say these are my friends, but time goes on, I begin to see those are not my real friends. Those are friends because of something, maybe because of the lifestyle
Friend will
I'm
benefit.
living. Friend will benefit because of what they are gaining. Any friend that cannot lead you to Christ is not your friend.
Tell me, brother.
It's not your friend because I have learned a lot through my wife. I become born again. Through my wife, I become the person, the man that I am today. So I would say at first she was never my friend, but she saw that thing in me that I can change this person. But I never saw that in her. But when time goes up, we begin to see the kind of lifestyle, and when things started happening, God began to separate people from me. Then I begin to understand the reason why God bring this woman as a friend and as a wife into my life to save me for the kind of lifestyle that I'm living. So that's why I use that word that at first my wife was never my friend, but when time goes on, begin to see the real character, the things that God has put in her, as the book of Proverbs 31 tells us, you know. So every man will use this word to say, if you don't make your wife your best friend, you are losing because they
Please
are
go
the
ahead.
only
Say
one.
say that again for the
If you
benefit
don't,
of.
if you don't make your wife your best friend, you are losing because with making them your best friend, you will gain a lot and you will live long.
Amen.
But most of women, we don't understand because I'm saying it
Father Debbie.
from example and for what I've been through and what I've learned for the past years. It's only a woman that see what God has deposited in you that will encourage you, that will stand by you, no matter whether it's good and whether it's bad. That is why it's good for us women to make our wife our best friend in marriage, because without making them your best friend, you go nowhere. If you want peace, they will give you peace. If you want love, they will give you love. By making them your best friend, you will achieve all these things. But when you don't make them your best friend and somebody else out there is the one that you believe in, you are bringing problems into your home and you are bringing discussion into your own life.
Thank you, Debbie, for the heart.
Because with experience, I've seen a lot. There was a time in Italy, I think 2012, where things were not really good. Then God began to separate all the people that are called friends for ages. The only person that stood by me is my wife. Then I began to understand that these friends, they are just here because of what they are gaining and because of the help that I'm helping them. So when things get bad, when things get worse, she stood, and so I began to see the reason why God sent her into my life. That I'll say that, and I will say it again, that making your wife your friend is very, very good, and it will help you. It will make you to relax even when you are not there. You know that you have somebody that can stand and that can make everything possible, that can do everything you without not telling her what to do. She will, because she know what you want and what you don't like and what you like. So that's why making your wife your best friend is very, 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 very important for women. Why I use that word, that when I was growing, my wife was never my best friend, is because the nature where we grow up for, where we see our parents having 3 to 4 wives, maybe using women less. So we believe that women are the lesser couple, but no, women are the gift from God to women here on earth, because God has made them our bones of our bones and our flesh of our flesh. It's only we that we think that no, they are lesser vessel. No, they are not lesser vessel. God sent them into our life for a purpose, and that is the main reason why we make them our best friend, to secure our life for good and for better. That is most of the reason why we men must make our wife our best friend, for us to live long. Because without not making them your best friend, there is no way you can live long. There is no way.
Wow.
People might say, no, 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 your wife can never be your best friend. There's somebody have saying it that no, your wife can never be your best friend. If you make outsider your best friend more than your wife, that outsider you think that your best friend have another friend.
Well, Kenneth, some people make their siblings their best friend more than
There,
their wife.
that is me. That is me before.
Oh,
That is me before. My sister was my best friend. Everything. I can relate everything to her. Things that my wife did not even know.
wow.
But when time goes on, I know that no, it's because of what she's getting and because of what she wants. At times, you might think that your people want you to be successful, or they want your marriage to work. No, they are just there to see you fail. They are just there to bring you down.
Sometimes, yeah.
But when this woman was telling me, I said, no, it cannot be, it cannot be. I don't know that you already saw the future is going to look like. But I thought it's my blood, she cannot do it. But when time gone up, I see that yes, what she's saying is true. When the going get tougher, the tough one, the one that will stay. The one that cannot stay will never stay. So making your wife your best friend is for me, is very important. And it is even important that the romance, or whatever you call it, is
Oh,
even
okay. I was gonna
important.
come there, so thank you.
Yes, it's even more important, because making it your wife your best friend, you will know that you have somebody you rely on, more than the relationship that you are even having with her. Is very, very important for me, because I always say that you have your own way of doing things. I have my own way of doing things, but with life lesson, I've learned, and I now understand that every woman that come to a man life for a purpose, and that purpose is for good,
Amen.
not of evil, unless you want it to be for evil. But if you want it to be for good, they will be for good for you, and they will, at the end, you will rejoice and you will be happy that you met this person, and this person become your best friend here on earth. Somebody you can rely on, somebody you can share idea with, somebody that when you know that things is tough, you can talk to. That is your wife or your husband. Make them your best friend. God bless you.
Thank you. Oh wow. I'm surprised that this is even coming from men. Friendship is more important than romance in marriage. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest, so I'm still wrapping my head around it. Wow, wow, wow. I thought maybe you say it's equally. I think maybe one person said maybe equally, but they came back and changed that. No, friendship is more. And the more we expand it, the more we see reason really about it. Because friendship, truly, if it's genuine, open, honest, and all of that, Yeah, like I don't know, somebody said romance goes up and down, up and down. You know, sometimes you don't feel like, or you did it, but whether or not you have romance or not, you still want to talk to your friend. You still want to do stuff with your friend, you know. So I get it. Thank you so much. I know Debbie says she only came to say hello. So hello, Debbie. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Happy July once again, everybody. Happy July.
Hello,
I
my
hope
lady.
your
Hello,
I hope
everyone.
your day, your week has been good.
We are pushing each other. We are
Is that
pushing each other.
Adasa? Is that Adasa or TV?
It's TV.
Okay. Is Adasa not there? I think I saw her briefly.
And she
She
said she stopped by to say hello, and she was singing a song for you people when she when she stopped by.
What song was she singing?
You don't want me to sing it?
Sing it now. That's what I'm asking. Let me elegbe you.
I don't know who was talking about experience or something when she saw the topic. So she was like, "Oh, ìjì ayé fi mí lákàlàkà."
Adasa, oh. I know. This thing we're talking and laughing about. Some people entrusted everything to their spouse, and when the devil came, you almost think they were enemies. You will never say this couple were once married. You will not say they even cross path, let alone be married, just because this friendship we're talking about went so sour that it affected the children, affected both husband and wife. So, in as much as it sounds, it's okay, subtle, it's one of the destroyers of marriage. If it is missing, honestly, something definitely is missing from that marriage. And a lot of times, or most times, or sometimes, the marriage can actually break up for good. So it's worth talking about. Are we friends with our spouse? So, Debbie, I know you tell me story or story, but we just want to hear. You know, we love to hear from you. All those uncle story, those aunties, you can.
What do you want me to say?
We're talking about friendship in marriage. Okay, let me pose the question to you. Even that one self is not helping you, will not help you.
Okay.
Do you believe that friendship is more important, less important, or equally important as romance in marriage? And why? Whether yes, why? Whether no, why?
As in, is it important?
Is it more important? Is it less important? Or is it equally important than romance? Friendship and romance in a marriage.
I believe it's equally important.
Okay, why do you think so?
Okay. The reason I said it's equally important is because if you don't like each other enough to some extent, I think it gets to a state in marriage that love is not what sustain it. It's that friendship
Yeah.
that keeps it going. It's that friendship that makes you still kind of emotionally attracted to your partner. But in a way, it depends. That's why I would say it depends on both parties.
Yeah.
So it can be good, and that's a it can be good and it can be
Not too
bad.
good, not too
Depends
hard
on
or
who you
anything.
deal. Depends on who you are dealing with. May God not let us hand over our life or sign a life contract with our enemy.
Hey, amen. Oh, Jesus.
Because some people is the fact that they are open to their wife, not just on a what is it called? Not just on a marriage level. They are friends. They are open in every way. That's what saved their life. At the same time, some people wait,
That's
wait,
what
I'm
keeps
coming. I'm coming. Adasa just reminded me an example. Some people is because they are open to their spouse is what makes them the what is it called, the sojourn of the life today. So it depends. So Adasa was reminding me of one of my elderly church member. Which one were you reminding me of?
The one that was in coma, the one.
Oh, the one that shared the testimony in my church last year. It's almost a year now.
It's your story. Yes, you don't have memory.
My dear, it's not my life story.
Only boy.
And then I mean I need olive oil. Wow.
Seriously.
So this woman said her husband was sick. I think he had COVID. Which one are you talking? Which one you remember?
Let's hear Adasa. Come and tell us, Adasa. You're confusing Debbie. There are too many
Yes, the
stories.
wife that said that came to share the testimony. Stop distracting me. So he was sick to a point of being on life support.
Wow.
Everybody have written him off. Family, friend, but the only person that decided to keep him was the wife. Even the doctors were saying if he survive it, he will become a vegetable. La 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 la, la 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 la. She said it's okay. They should give her a vegetable like that. She will go and be steaming a vegetable at home. They said, okay, at the end of the day, they will take them to hospice. She said no. And meanwhile, one of their children is special needs. So they are saying, oh, because she have one special need, she won't be able to do it. Da, da, da. She said, no, it's okay. When she was saying it, she said the reason is because when push was really pushing her, and it came to show, her husband was there. Now, she said she will carry him. Now, the husband now came out to finish the testimony because she couldn't sustain herself. The husband said she will carry him, bath him, look after him, do everything. And she's still managing another special needs child.
Yeah.
After everything, the man don't have any choice than to talk to a spirit soul that we need to come back to life. God took control. He was able to. He came back. He's getting better. He could walk now. In fact, at a point he was on a wheelchair. Now he's learning to stand, to walk, and do everything. He said if the wife has given up on him rather.
He probably may have given up the ghost himself.
Yeah. Because everybody has given up. Doctors, everyone. In fact, they made her sign that if anything happens, she's at fault. Yes. I don't even know they do that in this country. But she stood her ground. She stood her ground. Meanwhile, there's another woman that when her husband was sick, she did the same thing this woman did. Took care of him, everything. He came back, he got better. And because of the stress she went through during the sickness, now this is another husband that is sharing this testimony.
Yeah.
Because of the stress she went through during when she was taking care of him, he fell sick.
Wow.
Now her own sickness now was that the same way he needs help to do everything.
She needs to.
She needs help too. Not as much as he needed help then.
Wow.
But he couldn't stand. He had to return her to her family.
Really?
Yes, ma. So you see this friendship thing we are talking about. I believe when it comes to marriage, it's something that couples should intentionally grow. Because love gets to a stage where it's not love that's sustaining you. It's the friendship. It's that friendship that keeps you guys going. I was listening to podcast of a 90-something-year-old man, 80-something-year-old woman. They are couples, and the way they are talking to each other, the way they are, this is the man said, "If I'm not my wife's friend, our love has finished long time ago."
Wow.
The woman said, "To be honest, it's not like I'm a good woman like that, but it's because my husband, we were friends, we became friends, we remained friends, and we do everything on that friendship level." But it can be good for some people. Like I think like Mr. Kenneth that I met when he was saying it can be good for some people. It was good for him. That's why I can say it. If you meet the one that is the other way for, it won't be the same thing.
Yeah.
It won't be the same thing. So it's just a fact. So that's why I say it's equal to each other.
Okay.
The same way you are, as you are maintaining the romantic part of the marriage, please maintain the friendship part,
Yeah.
because there will be time where one is lacking, the other one will need to come in
To
to
sustain.
sustain it. It can't always be smooth. It can't always be straight. But let there be something that keeps you guys going. So that's my own opinion.
Before you stop, Leslie is asking, has Elder Debbie seen a couple who are friends in marriage?
I've seen some, but I've actually seen some that what is it called? I would say is their friendship is actually better.
Oh, she has answered it. Okay. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've seen
more or
it.
less the story, the two stories you shared, really, more or less.
Yeah, I've seen them. In fact, I've seen the one that is not even that is what's it called, living testimony. So I think when it comes to this thing, just know who you are dealing with. Just know who you are dealing with, because there are people that till they die they never see their wife or their spouse as part of them.
Sad.
It's not, see, this thing is not even just on men. In fact, I'm happy that the men are saying it, but it's not just the men. It happens on the other side too. It's just where we see.
Of course.
So I think for the ones that are coming into that are going to marriage, let me not say coming. I'm not there. Why am I saying coming? The one that are going into marriage, if you know you are not ready, you can't be this person. You know you can't relate on. See, I think it's how you relate with each other that makes you know if you can be friends with this person at the end of the day.
But
If
but
you
you see the example you gave now, like the second story now, when they were getting married, they thought, and even when the woman was the one looking after the man, they I bet they thought they had this friendship. Not
honestly,
until not
yeah,
until things turned, and
mm-hmm,
then because I'm
mm-hmm.
just trying to imagine what that woman will be feeling.
No, it's the man that came back to say the story because he tried to remarry. They now dealt with him.
Wow. Oh, I see.
His life business and everything never remained the same.
Brother
But
Brown.
but still, he still went to dump Asha. He said because he can't see himself doing all those things she did for him, for her.
Wow.
The same way when I heard it, I was like, huh?
That's what I'm saying. That woman would never in a million years think that man would do that.
And sorry, I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
If people say they are not friends in their marriage, they are not cordial, how did they talk to each other in the other room to enter the other room?
There are two different things you're talking
I
about.
don't think so.
Ah,
Something lead to something.
Deb has entered into something here. I'm not going to say anything on that, but it's very, very possible. It
See,
is so possible.
Okay, wait,
something leads to something.
Debbie, why do some men go and meet strange women? You know, the quote and unquote. I don't want to say that here.
But you know, before they can enter the other room with strange women, they will create this facade of friendship.
No, and they may never even meet again. So it's not like because you
That
have
one is a
friends, we're
different
able
case. That
to.
one is a different case. The one that never meet again, that one is Ashewo men. Let's talk about the one that are in marriage. If you say you are not friend with your spouse or something, okay, what kind of game do you guys play in the other room then? You just enter and go straight
Straight
to
to
the
the
business.
point. Me.
Ah,
Straight to the point.
ah.
You'll be amazed at some crazy relationships out there. I'm
No,
telling
you
you.
don't need to say I will be amazed. I've heard a lot of stories.
Some you think no, this person is talking Nollywood, and then they will now show you the people they're talking
I've
about.
heard the story of somebody that they just go straight to the point when the man want to sleep. And I'm like,
I think my
okay.
husband even shared one with me years back. I just remembered as we were talking. He said this person, it was the child recalling or recounting events. He said this person, back in it's a village setting kind of, where the woman will come and serve the man and they will kneel down and be praising him to eat and all of that, and then whether the woman wants it or not, you just say go to the other room and be ready, and that's it. And this woman is doing this Lord what, and he said it was a child years later when he grew up recounting some sins, from the parents' life, that in fact he was so scared that he didn't even want to marry because he was not sure whether he will not treat his wife like that and stuff. So you can imagine the trauma this thing lives in the mind. Whether of the so that woman, I wish there's such a woman. I want to ask her, are you friends with your husband?
Mm-mm.
How do you do it there? You just at
That one is not a case of friend. That one is a case of master. I mean,
master and what other name do they use for wife?
I don't want to use the word slave. That's why I said master and the other one because I don't know how we talk. How do we? That's why I asked the elders in the house. How did they talk to each other?
Yeah, even I've heard that it's not about talk. Oh, it's not even about. It's not even they just do it because it's obligation, out of obligation.
You mean the men or the women just do it?
Both of them, whichever way. The man will just do out of obligation, the woman too, out of obligation. Afterwards, the only thing that meets them together is cook your food, eat your food, provide money, and that's it. Chicken,
So,
and that's it.
so they are kind of not obligated to be kind to the. Oh wow!
Yeah. It's in fact,
My head. Listen to the word of the Lord. Hear the word of the Lord.
uh,
Hear the word of the Lord.
you'll be
If they are coming
amazed.
on the right, go to the left. If they, because
And such people, until there is a major intervention, they can live like that for 60 years.
my lady, some
I was going
people
to say that
the intervention don't work
it's
with them.
cross
That's
cultural.
the.
It's cross cultural. It's not limited to just Africa. It's a cross cultural thing because I remember
Oh,
being a
okay.
child here in the 80s. Yes, and I heard this was a white couple. They were much older, and I remember their children were like our peers, and they were saying that sometimes they would just hear the dad like, "I'm ready," and that was it, and he wouldn't talk to the wife again for like a week,
No,
and it
Mr.
was
Leslie,
this
you
was.
mean he will not talk to her until he needs her again?
And but the wife was equally just as she now too use it as well. Oh. Like if you're going to get this, me I need X, Y, and Z, and this is a
It's
white couple.
transactional,
It was
like
became yes. This yeah. So it's cross cultural. It's not limited. I've even heard of Americans as well. I've had American friends who similar thing where their parents it was a transactional thing. And like maybe their father will maybe he works so he works away and he will come back from his trip, talk meet the wife, it'll be one night, he will be in the house for a week and he's off again, and that's just it's just business as usual, you know. Basically,
And it's
so
not
it's
like
not.
once he's away, he's constantly calling, checking up, doing all
No,
of
no,
yeah.
no, no,
Until they
no,
see
no.
Maybe
you,
I,
He,
they
obviously.
have
he has his
left
own, he
money
has his
for
own
them.
life. He has his own life. He has his own life. So
Ah.
it's not. It is not limited to just our. I know it happens. I mean, in Nigeria, I heard a lot. I I saw it a lot, and I can even say
Thank you, Shimon,
possibly
for sharing
my
that.
dad may have been of that behavior with my mom. We saw. I'm not going to mention it because I saw certain things. Let's just say my father was not. He just was not that way inclined. He just was not that way inclined with my mom. They weren't friends. I think I wrote it down there. They were not friends. It was, and my mom too. It was like I like the lifestyle he provides. I like the things that he can do,
Man,
and
it's
to
so
her it was yeah.
circumstantial.
He gives me a good life. We traveled to so many countries.
Ah.
That's She was happy with that.
So
Okay,
who is
She's happy.
talking
there's
of
the
friends
idea
here?
of
Property is not okay. Oh.
So yeah, when I hear that's why when I hear Nigeria talk about money,
It's
I'm
not
like,
okay. Oh.
look, be careful. They can have money and they can still
Adasa,
treat you
sorry,
badly.
Leslie. What did Adasa say? Poverty is what?
it's not okay.
It's not okay because people can
Because of
treat you
love.
badly
Oh.
as well.
Poverty is not okay. Oh.
Uh, no, I can tell you that this generation
Come
they
and
won't take that.
explain. Some
So
of us we don't
they
understand
won't
what
take
you
that
mean.
thing down.
My
But
lady.
yeah, I can definitely agree to that there are some people that are not friends in their marriage, and I know my parents firsthand.
And it's even
They were
such
not friends.
marriages that they are there. Nobody's going anywhere.
I
No, till my father passed away. That's the only man she cared about,
Oh,
so
because
which
she
means
just loved the life. She liked him, but she loved what he did for her. And my father was like, "I've got what I want. I'm moving on," and
wow.
I'm just being very, very conservative. That was it. And that was they were not friends. My dad was not friend. I think he had his own regrets later on, but he was not a friend. Not in that marriage, Joe. He treated
Which
my
means some
stepmother a
of
whole
these
lot.
women,
Just because it's not love to you does not mean it's not love to them.
Yeah, yeah. So you see that with
no,
Jacob and Leah.
that's not what I wanted to say. What I was gonna say, some of them, that means even some of them, even when they have the need, they can't go for it.
What need?
Oh.
I mean, Bentley, what need?
Are you saying they can't have a need?
Adasa, you
They
go to
paid
the
my
you
bill.
go to
They
the
gave
other
me
room with
money.
your
They
Bentley.
took care of me.
Hmm?
I want more than that. Oh,
Hey, you go there and drink curry. Let them service and or give me my
you
money.
are not
You can-
getting the point.
Oh my God! Leave this friendship.
So-
If you work for them, don't judge.
So it will be only when the man wants it.
It's not only when you want it. Oh, let me not be. I don't do marriage problem, please. Before I become a gold digger.
I understand where everybody's coming from.
So
But,
you'll
I
be
mean,
in love now, yeah?
Mm.
You are in love. You people are friends.
Mm.
So you put Gary in a class together.
That's not what we are
It's
saying.
okay. It's okay.
But Adasa, you know that
Adasa.
money is not everything.
What we are saying is,
Money is not everything, but it's part of things.
but what we are saying is,
Friendship too is part of it.
are you saying to me that because you provide, that's all I need?
Can I say something?
Okay.
Yeah, please.
When it comes to marriage, the reason I don't put hello everyone, I salute. The reason I don't put my mouth any longer is because our need differ. Some people don't really want the friendship. If friendship is important to you, then make sure from the beginning see some people, they've lived together all their lives. They are not married, two women, and they could not be friends. They have shop beside each other, but for some reason, they are not, except they being cordial, they are not just wired to be friends. Their views, their likes, the kind of life they see. Do you understand? They cannot be paired. Whereas there are people who meet themselves for the first time and they just click. They may be two different people, but they are friendly. It also goes the same way with marriage. You meet somebody, you know that, see, sometimes, okay, let me use myself as an example. A lot of people, if we sit together for too long, you will start running from me. Because before you sit for 5 minutes, I will tell you about the dream, how I went to Paris, London show, how my dream is to jump through the roof. I've decided to meet the president. I'm going to walk. And before you know it, for some people, it's overwhelming. She's dreaming too high. Now, when I meet somebody that is like me, as I'm saying it, they're saying, oh, wow, I'm also dreaming. Do you understand? It takes two. The Bible says, can two walk together? Except they agree. There are men who chose people who, okay, I used to say this to women when I talk to women. Not every woman is made for kings. Not every woman is made for presidents.
Yeah.
The sacrifices it takes to stay with some men, you think you can be their wife, you cannot pay that price. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. The greater the man is, the lesser time he has with his family. You get him when he's worn out, tired, and ready to go down. You never get him at his youth. He gives you his spare time, and you will always come with the children to hail him and call him the good man. Everybody has the best part of him. You get him only when he's tired, or when he needs you, or when he's worn out.
Did you see what Leslie wrote?
I do, but some women will choose that and their security, their finances being settled, and leave the friendship. You can't tell me that every relationship that they are friendly with each other does not have also affairs or infidelity. There are people who are so close to their wives and still do it, and women are so shocked. You are wondering, oh, they are so cordial. I could not believe he could do it. It is still not a guarantee.
Yeah.
It's still not a guarantee. At least the one that is not friendly towards you, you don't know what to expect and you are careful. But the one that is all open, you will drink all the Gary with him and you still don't have the guarantee that there's. See, I don't do marriage show. I'm not. Friendship is necessary. Friendship is necessary. It saves both life. It's not just the man's life. It also saved the woman's life.
Yeah.
It's not just friendship is beautiful. In fact, if we look at how relationship should be, friendship is part of it because the Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. Nobody sees a good thing and don't want to be happy about it and show it off. Abraham was a friend of God. So the kind of friendship he has with God is what he also expressed to his wife. Most we Christians in the Bible, we always preach about the Bible, but we don't read that part whereby when he wanted to go to another city, he begged his wife and said, please, when we get there, make sure you tell them we are siblings. Don't tell them I'm your. He didn't say, I command you, oh wife. Most time when Sarah asks him for things, he does it out of friendship and respect. He talks to her. So it's a two-way. That doesn't mean that friendship alone is enough. I think above all, the fear of God is also part of it. But let me just tell you, I know you want to be my friend, but Gary, with friendship and love, it's not okay. I beg.
Well, I mean, thank you. You are so entitled to your opinion, and we know that there will be some school of thought that will go for this your statement. Honestly,
I just want to say to that Gary is not forever. Oh.
exactly.
If you have a good friendship in marriage, wait, let me land.
There's no guarantees, now.
Wait,
Nobody has seen your destiny.
Let me land. 9 times out of 10, if you have a good friendship in your marriage, 9 times out of 10, you are going to grow. You're going to build. You're going to have a vision to go forward. 9 times out of 10, you are going to have a good marriage. And where you have peace, there's a likelihood you're going to have prosperity because it means that you're both for each other. This idea that you're going to get is not permanent. No condition is permanent. Let's just get that right. No condition is permanent. The way we started in our marriage is not where we are today. If you saw us when we started, that would be the statement you would have made. But where we are today, even some people today, when they see us now, they can't believe where we're at. It's almost like a dream. And I'm not.
Leslie, I want to see your tapping. You're tapping for inside.
So what I'm just saying is that we need to that this idea that where you are is where you're going to be. It's not true unless you've married a lazy guy. He's not going anywhere, or a woman that doesn't care. Fine, then it's fine. But if you are friends, more than likely you are going to prepare one another. And a good wife or a good husband will challenge you. Will challenge you to grow. There is no how. And once children come, or your children by nature will make you go and hustle and do certain things because you don't want your children to starve. So we've got to get this idea that it's just certain people that have money. Good people can have money, and good people, yes, it's not that many. We don't hear a lot, but I know a lot of people who are good, who are working hard, and they are doing well. It's not always easy because of how life plays out. But the truth is that if you have a good friendship, more than likely you're going to do well in your marriage, and you will ultimately prosper eventually at some point. So it's not suffering is not every day. I always tell people, not every day is suffering, and not every day is enjoyment. It's you've got to have a consistency of behavior, because even those people who are trading up for quote unquote those things, whatever happens, I can tell you for free, it's not gonna last. Certain those people in those marriages that don't have friendship in the marriages, they're gonna actually go and look for somebody they're gonna be friends with. When I used to work in the city, there was what we call boardroom affairs. I will leave that for you. It was very popular because a lot of the top directors, yeah, they were not great with their wives, but they would tell their secretary, they would tell their secretary everything. How much they just made this week, what they are doing next week, they will give the schedule. They were saying everything. And you'll be thinking, but why can't you go and tell what the same thing? What's the difference? It's not a priority. Just what it's not a priority. It's a convenience. It just makes me look good. That's it. But they will still find somebody to be friendly with because we're human. We're human. So I just leave it there.
Okay, thank you. And again, it's one of the issues that I'm sensing from today's generation. People who are just trying to go into marriage today, they have this misconception about whoever they want to marry. There must be a house, a car, a this, a that, a whatever. Even if they tick all of that, what is the guarantee that all of these things will still be there 5 years' time? So what happens to that marriage? You lose your friendship because the money is gone, and you lose your marriage because the money is gone. So there's a whole lot of, I understand, Adasa, I get it, but I mean, let's reflect deeply, and I mean, on a serious note, let's really reflect on it. Imagine two people coming together and they're not friends, and they say they're in love. I'm trying to picture it because it's like one without the other. I don't know how the dynamic of that relationship will be. They might not be deep friends, like finishing each other's sentences because they're that close, but there will be some level of friendship there. There has to be some level of friendship. Even the story you gave, Debbie, of the man, the woman who looked after the man, and the man could not look. There was some level of friendship there. I mean, let's break it down. To be honest with you, there was some level of friendship, but he just felt it's not that deep for him to endure with her all the way, because she may survive, she may not. It wasn't. There was friendship there, but it wasn't that deep. So either way, there is a level of friendship. Some people, they cannot be intimate with somebody they're not in love with, no matter what. So you can imagine these things, there's some dynamics to it, and every individual, like we all know, is different. How I will cope in a situation might not be how my twin sister will cope in a situation. And then people will look at, did you not grow up in the same home? But they are people of their own. They are individuals on their own. And they can make up their mind to do this or not do that. But the essence of what we're saying is, are you friends with this partner of yours, this husband of yours, this wife of yours? Because you have friends outside, you have friends at work, you have friends in your family, you have friends in your neighborhood, you have friends all over. But this one person you're spending the rest of your life with, you want to tell me you're not friends on any level? It's really hard for me to grasp. I might be wrong, but I'm just trying to understand it. So whether they have money, whether they don't have money, whether the times are good, whether the times are bad, what we're saying is it shouldn't change that friendship. Rather, whatever situation should bring you deeper and closer to one another. But you and I know this world we live in is twisted. It is twisted. Some people now, they will come for me for certain statements that I make here. And like I said, if I cannot share one experience from my 26 and a half years of marriage, I don't think I'm the right person to be anchoring this program. A lot of things, even God had to teach me. A lot of things we do, sometimes on a surface level, and God wants us to take it deeper for the sake of that marriage. Is it convenient sometimes? Oh, no, it's not. But is it something we know, thinking about it, we have to do? Of course, we have to do. That's why I always say marriage is not for lily-livered men or women. It's not for a boy or a girl, because it is sacrificial, it is demanding, it is painful, it is joyful, it is everything you can imagine. Thank you so much for the heart me. So what are we talking about? To be on a safer side in your marriage, best be friends with your spouse. I don't know whether it was Sheun that was sharing or Leslie that says if you check, most of you know me with the big one. The big one knew me when I was a teenager. And now, if I do my calculations right, it's over 30 years that he's known me. And I know his wife now and his children. He knows my husband and my children. And even though for few years in between we were not in connection as such, maybe just hi on social media. And now we even attend the same church and all of that. Sometimes when I look at, I say, "Ah, I'm still friends with this person after all these years, and that is not somebody that is even my husband. How much more my husband?" I say, "Come rain, come shine. You're stuck with me for life. Except Jesus will come today. And then, there's no marriage in heaven. We'll be brother and sister when we get to heaven. But as long as we're on this earth, I don't know. God help me. Oh, it's not anything. But I trust God so much in his words, in his ways. Whether it's hard, whether we have to compromise, whether we have to understand, whether we have to get wisdom, knowledge, it's available. Everything we need for marriage to work, it is there. But it's now left for us to do the needful and intentionally as well. Otherwise, we won't. We see some people 2 months into the marriage, they call it quits. They're not ready to put in what it takes. That's all it means.
Can I say something, my lady?
Yes, please do.
Oh yeah, Alasa. Oh yeah, but
Yeah, bring it on. It's a discussion we're discussing. Come on. Let's
Oh
go
my
on.
goodness.
Understanded.
Actually, I think Mr. Leslie got me wrong.
Oh, I see.
When
Okay.
it comes to friendship in marriage, it is still individual. Yes, it is good. I came from a home whereby my dad is the most friendliest person in the house, so everybody follows suit. But there are some people who has been brought up in the faith that are told that husbands are kings and should not be friends with their wives. You will have had it before
Oh, yeah.
that you should call them lords and personal savior. No, but you've had it before.
It's
Some
your
people
Lord. Your
have,
husband is your Lord. So you
yeah,
must
some
be
people
careful.
had that
Of course,
mindset even before they got
I've heard
married.
that before.
They believe friendship is not supposed to be part of the package. They believe that they are the authority and the head. And if both male and female have the same belief, you know that that is already eliminated from their life. That's number one. Number two, friendship is a addition to the marriage the same way as kindness and others. Some people are loyal to one another. Respect is what they serve, but they are not friends, and their marriage still worked. Is kind towards her, is dutiful towards her, he respects her, but they are not friends. He listens to her, he attends to her needs, but they are not friends. That does not mean that because they are not friends, the marriage will not work. The marriage may be better because of friendship. Friendship alone is not enough to keep
Oh, of
the
course
marriage.
not.
There are people who came from secondary school. They've been friends before they got married, and the marriage still did not work. And they are still friends, but they could not sustain marriage. Can you agree? A lot of people remain friends even after their divorce, but they could not sustain marriage. And just because they are friends does not mean they will be success in their finances. It is part of the goodies of marriage. It is not the essential purpose why marriage works. As much as friendship is valid, friendship alone is not enough. As much as growing together is valid, growing together is not enough. As much as wealth is valid, wealth in marriage is not enough. The scale of balance, there's nothing called balance. It's like juggling balls. May we be able to sustain the one that we need per season, per time in our marriage. There is no good or bad side of marriage, and there's no bad person or good person in marriage. It is who you do it with and how they view you. You know, I'm an advocate of those who are divorced or widows, because I always say it. Just because you are married does not mean you are better. You are privileged. God kept you in your home. You don't know the price they paid and they still could not keep marriage. For me, marriage is a lot of hard work, but most of the time I will call it a gift. It's not by righteousness or by purity. It is by the mercies of God that sustains. The same thing comes with having children. The Bible said children are the gift of God. So do you understand me? I'm not saying choose money and because it does not have money, just I'm saying friendship may work for some people, but that does not mean it works for all. Some people prefer
We're
respect.
here talking about it, my dear. I get you, and I'm sure Leslie gets you as well. I get it. Yeah, go on.
It is well.
Amen. Always by the grace of God. That's what we're talking about it here. Some people, I bet if you ask those people who feels this person, the culture or whoever dictates that way of life, if you truly ask these people individually and separately, and ask them if they're truly happy in that relation. Is that what they would have wanted for themselves, apart from culture dictating this way of life? I bet they wouldn't. Who wants to be ordered? Just go there and they do finish ahead, go. And I mean, we're not robots. That's why we're talking about a friendship in marriage, because it plays a role, just like love does, just like trust. All of those things, they all play a role. Sometimes we may feel one aspect is thriving in our marriage and the other aspect is suffering. Would we just ignore that aspect that is suffering and just say, oh, okay, because we're not friends, that's why we're still suffering in this? So, it's God's plan that everybody enjoys that marriage. If there's an area, for example, we're not friends with one another, let's sit down and talk about why do you think we're not friends? Why is it that we can't sit 5 minutes together and talk or discuss or be friends or joke or mock about or whatever? Because some marriages are like this. And some don't even know there's a problem, because I feel there's a problem. I cannot say to people, this is my husband and I can't play with him, or I can't talk with him, or I can't be free enough. That's why I said there are levels of friendship. And I think you mentioned that briefly too. There are levels of friendship. I don't have the skill to it. Some are just friendly enough to get them by in that marriage. Some are so deep to the point that all other lacks or whatever is covered because of that friendship. There's so many dynamics, so many aspects of these things we're talking about. But come to shove, as they say, it is needed. Whatever the level it is still needed. For Sheon said, for the longevity of your marriage. If you're not friends, it's just a time bomb waiting to happen, because at some point love may fade because of broken trust, because of one thing or another. And is this friend, you will weigh it out. Do you want to lose your friend, even though you might think the love is not there, and even that love they think has faded? Is what we do that can bring back that love, and is what we do that can make that love never come back again. Even this friendship we're talking about, some people have heard so many times, when we were courting, we were friends in the early years, we were friends. Somewhere along the line, it's like we just stopped being friends. It's like this, is like that. So at some point there was friendship, whether high, whether low, whether medium, whether small, big, there was a level of friendship. So love can be rejuvenated, of course, if they're both intentional about it. My dear, it's like the love here is gone. What do we do about it? We're all upset with one another. There's a conflict that's brought us away from each other's love. Sit and talk about it, and now plan how you intend to rejuvenate. That's why I said there's always a way out. Whether we want to invest in that way out to helping our marriage is a different ballgame altogether. Irreconcilable differences. Somebody's ego will not come down. Both of their ego will not come down. And they go their separate ways. They are not ready to be humble. That's what it means, period. If somebody decides to be humble, or both of them decide to be humble, you think they can't work at it? Of course they can work at it. But these things are the detriment of the marriage. Our children being separated, they will sleep here today, sleep there tomorrow. All of those things, do we actually, reflect on them, the impact of what we have chosen not to do, that ordinarily God would have us do? Marriage without friendship is like a computer without internet. Will it work? It's part of it. You have computer, everybody will say, yeah, well done, you have computer, but is it working? Is it working? So that was why, I don't know, I was looking at the other topics we talked about, this conflict in marriage, in marriage. Is somebody, I can't imagine sleeping on the same bed with somebody I say is not my friend. I don't understand. So we will court before we get to the altar. We're still not friends because he's providing for me. That's why I'm marrying him. We're still not friends. Do we not talk? Even if it's once in a month, there is a level of friendship. And if the friendship is not there at all, I do not think you will go as far as putting a ring on it or even accepting that ring. Whether we now want to label it as friendship, and we're not saying that's the only thing a marriage needs. This is part of it. If you go back to the previous topics, we've looked at friendship. We're looking at friendship. We've looked at conflict. We've looked at revenge. We've looked at different aspects that people tend to just shy away from but it's affecting their marriage. Either that thing is missing and we're not ready to put it in because of ego or pride or whatever, or that thing is not enough. That's why the marriage is suffering. That's why couples are going their separate ways. That's why there's divorce on the high rise. Some people years later, you ask them, why did you divorce your first husband or whatever? In fact, they will have to think about it. Why? Except maybe where harm is done. I mean, that you know you never forget. But I'm talking, you know what I'm talking here. So what are we saying? Friendship, no matter what, is needed to help that marriage thrive, to help that marriage survive the test of time, to help that marriage grow deeper. The level of friendship you have will determine the level of closeness you have with your spouse. Even if you say there's no friendship, you go to the other room, there is still something missing because there's no friendship. If you take friendship into going with the other room, you will find out that something is different. There will be this connection that you might not be able to put words to it, because now it's not just about going to the other room, we've added friendship to it. In the friendship with the other room, the romance we're talking about, when you're friends, you'll be able to tell your friend that, you did something there, I like it, can you do it again? But if you're not friends, they did that something, they didn't even know, you didn't say anything because you're not friends, you just do and go. The next time you know that this person did something, that means you will not tell them because you're not friends. And who is suffering? Is it me or you or the person? So it is needed. I don't know what else I can say. Maybe Leslie, Sheon, or whoever, if you have one or two to add to it. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
I'm gonna say something because I heard what Hadassah said, and Hadassah doesn't have. The thing is that me, I can speak from both sides because I am a child of divorce. My wife came from a family where they were both married, but they had similar situations where the both parents were not great friends. In fact, it was until when her father was about to pass that is when he realized I could have done better in my marriage. So I am not saying that friendship is a guarantee it's going to make a marriage great, but to say that if to say that people getting married is if one of their agenda is anything but love and to build, then it's not guaranteed. And for the vast majority of humanity, we as human beings are communal by nature. The very nature of human beings, we like to be appreciated. I don't know the human being that's out there unless there's something genetically wrong with them or trauma has happened to them that does not appreciate. Yeah, that does not appreciate being loved. If you can show me somebody, fine, but I'm yet to see. And I have a child with special needs, and I know that they are being loved. It makes a difference. That's just, and I'm not going. This is an extreme level. So to say that you want to be in a marriage that is loveless just because of function, fine. You can, both of you can agree for that to go on, but to tell me that friendship doesn't matter, then unless they don't have friends outside that marriage, I don't believe it. 9 times out of 10, most people have friends. We have friends. We get on because of friends. We have a lot of people that we are networking, and most times it's friends. Friends open doors. Friends help us with certain things, and vice versa. We help our friends with certain things, And then we have levels of friends. We have friends that are very close to us, and we have friends that are just on the periphery of certain things. They are friends, but they're not all on the same level. But in a marriage, to say that, yeah, you can. I mean, I don't want to be in love with because I've seen that with my parents, and I wouldn't want that for anybody. So yes, some people can go on and have it, but it's not a standard, and it's not a healthy way. It's just not healthy. I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree on you on this level. It's an unhealthy way to exist as a human being. Just in general, we don't exist. We don't do well in a friendly situation. Imagine going to work with people that you don't like, and it makes it harder. Yeah, you can endure it, you can put up with it, but after a while it will get to you. At some point, it's good. At some point, you can't wait until you get enough resources to get out, because it's not a healthy place to be for humanity. We don't work well when we don't have friends around us. And as far as I'm concerned, even when you look at stories of people who survive difficult hardship, it's the friends that help them get through it. So if you're going to be in marriage, and you are having a loveless marriage, a friendless marriage, when you have a hardship, how are you going to deal with it? Because it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to happen. If one of you is sick, and I'm talking really sick, man, you better be praying to God that you have a husband that has enough love for you to see you through a difficult time, and vice versa. I'm just saying that, and I'm speaking for because I'm in it, and I know what it's like, and I grew up in a family where I never saw my parents hug. I never saw my dad talk to my mom in the way that it was loving. And yet they had the resources. My dad had the resources. It's something that we talk about all the time. He had the resources. But in terms of the affection, in terms of the friendliness, my father and I only became friends 2 years before he passed away. 2 years before he passed away. And I know that to us, that was I know my dad this was a few months before he passed away. He always, that's what he said to me, that I never knew I could be friends with my own son. We never thought it was possible. And it was like, I believe that was a gift God gave us, of us to be friends before he passed away. It was like a little more, one more little thing that he knew, okay, if I leave this world, at least I know two of my sons were my friends. Because that was not the situation growing up, especially when we were in boarding school. We were like the worst of enemies, and we couldn't wait to get out of his life. So, when I'm speaking, I'm not saying yes, it's a guarantee or not, but it helps. It helps, and I've seen loveless marriages. I've heard so many, and I've been privileged to see both sides. Like I said, I have an auntie right now who's been in the loveless marriage for 34 years now. 34 years. We know she's not. We know they ain't getting it, but that's what she's chosen. And we're like, well, that's good. But we know what she's doing to compensate for that loveless marriage. We know. So all I'm just saying is that we were not made to be we were made to be loved. I don't know the human being that doesn't want to be loved, though. I'm yet to find one. I'll leave it there.
Thank you.
Yeah, can I just add to what Leslie said? I completely agree with what he said. I think it's essential. I don't think it's something that is desirable. I think it is essential. If you don't have friendship, it's not going to last.
We know, yeah.
You know, if I use my mom as an example, my mom, I will not say my mom was my dad's friend, and they were married for over 40 years. You know, and it still wasn't enough till they got divorced. So
Wow.
it is essential. I think it is essential. Just like water is essential. You can't live on just food alone. You need water. Both of them do different things for the human body. It's the same thing with friendship and love and companionship and loyalty and values. They occupy different aspects of your life, but they are essential. And lack of it, you can imagine somebody that only eats carbohydrates. You have a problem. Exactly. So they all play different roles, but some things I think are critical, and I think friendship is critical, because we're not talking of something that is just 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. We're talking a lifetime here. And if you're talking something that is going to be a lifetime, it better be something that you can deal with on a daily basis, come rain or shine. So that's just my addition.
Thank you. My prayer is that God will grant us wisdom, God will grant us knowledge, and to those who are listening who are not yet married, think about it for a second. This person, they've given you everything you ever dreamt of or wanted and all of that, and they don't want to be friends with you, yet they want to marry you. Do you think you can hack that for a lifetime? Because some people, they probably get married at 30, and God will spare their life till they're 100, even their spouse's life as well. So that means be ready for 70 years with this person, friendless relationship. That's what it means. Because otherwise, if you're thinking of alternative out there, that's when you can, I'll hack it, and then after 5 years they're like, you can't hack it anymore. You now want the real deal. So it's better we are open and honest with ourselves from the onset. Some people even say, this person's friendship is too much. Some even feel you're choking them with your friendship. And imagine that. Those who are even friend with themselves, they've broken up. How much more people that are not friends with themselves? So we're just putting this out there. Whatever it is that is causing what in our relationship, we need to intentionally view it from that what is it called now, inner being lens, and see that this thing that your relationship needs, say for example friendship, is it so hard? Is it something you can't even give at all, and yet you want to be in that relationship? Think about it for a second. Think about if you decide to be more friendly or whatever, what would that turn out to be? Because there's no how somebody is now being friendly to me and I'll be pushing them away. I don't know. Well, maybe because of your background. Even me, I didn't see my parents hug. I didn't. And I remembered I think I was 17ish. I went for a program as a young person, and this person, well, they say he thinks like Weibo people, what. So we're just meeting a bunch of us. Hi, me, I was still stretching my hand. This person hugged me. It felt so weird. Like I've never been hugged before. It's like it just dawned on me that I've never been hugged before. Throughout that day, I was thinking, I said, so that's what it means to see. I was so naive that I'm like, to hug somebody. Parents hug, waiting. Even your mother self, they will hide you behind their wrapper and all of. So it felt weird. And I thought to myself, this is not a bad thing. You can hug people, especially people you love, people you care about. You know, so I'm like, my parents are fully grown, but my siblings, oh my goodness, come and see. Come and see. I started practicing with them, like, no, we will hug it out whichever way. And I mean, with my boys, at the moment I see them, they see me without even saying anything, is hug. So I don't know. I don't know how you cannot be friends with your spouse and you still want that relationship to be the best. Even if you think you're okay, it's good, things are good, you try adding that friendship to it and see the level to which both of you would grow and go into. That's all we're saying here today. I know life happens, even the one with the best money, best everything, you know, sometimes they make it through. They're still there together 60 odd years. And likewise, the people that, you know, they don't have this, they don't have that, they still make it as well. So this life is not balanced. But we're just saying that we found ourselves in marriage. What is not working? What do we need to do? And that's how we pick all these topical issues that breaks up a marriage. I've heard of a friend who say, in fact, it's like I'm living with a stranger. And then my first question will be, how were things before you started feeling you're living with a stranger? And they will tell you, oh, we used to do this, we used to. So what made you stop? Oh, they did this, they did that. So there's always something, really. True, this life is not balanced at all, Leslie. Some people, you will hear their problems, you almost feel like slapping them because you yourself, you've been through it like a million times and you were able to get over it, and this is one time so it's like sometimes they may feel you're not empathetic towards whatever because you see that you're human as well, and you're able to put your acts together and get over that thing. They should be able to do that as well, but would they choose to? That is the thing. Would you choose your spouse to be your friend? That is the thing with you. Some will say, oh no, I don't want my spouse to be my friend. They will know my business. Why would you? Who else will know your business if not for your husband or your wife? But you know what? A word they say is enough for the wise. I don't have all the answers, like I say, and that's why we'll always come here to rub minds together, because I know without a shadow of doubt that God's intention is for us to enjoy our marriage life in all aspects. That's why there's so many aspects of marriage, and if you're not mentally ready, physically ready, please don't dabble into it, because if you dabble into it, you will dabble out of it in no time. And it's very important you don't waste somebody's life. Don't waste their life, their destiny, when you know that you haven't gotten yourself together for this journey of life. It is very crucial. I'm going to leave it there. I don't know if anybody has any final words for us before we round up tonight. You know, it's something for us to go and reflect on. whether we're in marriage, whether we are, planning to go into it and all of that. Would I marry my best friend? Would I marry a friend? Or would I just marry because they can care for me and provide and all of that? There's some other things life will tell you as you go in it that, man, boy, oh boy, you made some mistake. But there's always a way out if we look at it. So much to ponder on. Yes, there's a lot to ponder on. There is a lot. Until we come back again next Thursday. We're coming on Monday, by the ways. Thursday we talk about this marriage relationship issues affecting marriages, issues why marriages friends are breaking by the day, and yet people are still getting married by the day. Ironic.
Since I'm not here next week Thursday, let me just learn one more point, because I remember I was playing golf with my friends recently.
Yeah.
On Saturday, so we went to hanging out to play golf, and two of them, they are very connected to people who have got a lot of money. So they got to talking, and it was funny because they were talking about. One of my friends was saying that he had an experience where he went to Harrods, and he had a client. So they went to do Harrods to do something there, and then he said that he was shocked when he saw this Saudi like these sheiks' wives. They were in Harrods as well. They were hanging out, and he was like, you notice that one of them, her eyes caught his eyes. So he said, this one, doesn't she have husband? Then his friend told him, please leave that rubbish alone. They come to London to come and have a good time away from the husband. He said, what rubbish he did? The guy had to look, said, look, be looking at them. One of them will be looking at me, we're looking at you. They are eyeing you up to know whether you're going to be the one they're going to have an affair with while they're here in London before they go back to their country. And he was like, he said, look, he does this all the time. And I was like, he was telling us that he was shocked. And I told him, no, that I actually heard, when I was working somewhere in Finchley, I actually heard someone who told us he had the experience. Wow. And then our other friend who was playing golf with us was like, you guys are too old in this thing. See, I've known this since the 70s because he was much older. And he said, look, he said, you'd be surprised how many of them, it's a marriage of convenience, that they go on these trips and they do these things. And we're like, but they are, he said, look, leave that rubbish alone. They are women, so I don't know human being. They have needs, they have wants. And we're just laughing. We were just finding it funny how certain ideas, and then until you test them and you find out that no, people are people. It doesn't matter how much they have. They want other things that if the husbands are not giving them, they're going to go find it. They won't tell the husbands that they are doing these things. And this our friend who was much younger than all of us. He was just shocked. He just said this was his first time experiencing this thing in real life. So this is what I'm just saying, that a lot of people can say things, but until on the inner of these things, they can tell you, they've been married for 40 years. You don't know what people are doing to go find that thing they're missing in that marriage. Nobody wants to be married where they don't get what they feel they deserve. Even if they said, I'm marrying this person for money or whatever, if they're not getting that affection, they're not getting that care, they're going to go find it somewhere else. And this was Saudi women. These are not just your. So it doesn't matter. We can say all that stuff, but reality is that we are human beings. We have needs, we have wants, and that's the reality of it all. After a while, you're going to look for it. You're going to go to go and get it satisfied somewhere else if you don't get it in the home. I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie. We wish you a wonderful celebration on this occasion of your 18th wedding anniversary, please. I know. Anyways, you take care of my sister, and I'm sure she will take care of you. And even the children, because they're now in the picture. So congratulations to you once again. Of course, definitely will miss you, but I mean, Thursday for the rest of the year is still there. So please have fun on our behalf. Elder Debbie, you have to buy wedding cake. Oh. You will buy wedding cake for Elder Leslie.
Oh, okay. I can be flower girl.
What are we saying? What are you? You use the flour to make cake.
What are you saying now? Mr. Leslie don't eat cake.
Says who? But Mr. Leslie, you don't eat cake.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, you're allergic to cakes?
Especially
Leslie.
in summer.
Oh, I see. Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, especially in summer, it doesn't eat cake.
Yes, of course, we'll see. Leslie, did you hear what Debbie said? You're allergic to cakes. Oh, see, he's even giving
Now
you
laugh they catch me.
Oh my goodness.
I eat cake, but I don't eat it much because it gives me headache. But I do
You see?
eat
You
cake
see?
a little
Oh,
bit.
oh my God, I am in spirits.
Because of that,
That gives me
eat it on
headache.
his behalf. Bring the
You can
cake.
eat it on my behalf.
You see,
That's
I
why I'm
am in
laughing.
spirits. I am in spirits.
Your spirit.
Oh.
A man's spirit is subject to the man. No?
You see?
But yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
right. I can't eat cake. It gives me a lot of headache. So yes, it gives me headache. So unfortunately,
Hey,
yeah.
I wish I had brought a puzzle today. Don't go out, Ole.
What
So
do
we
you
just
mean?
have rounded up on that. Do you want me to go and bring a puzzle?
I'm try and bring it. Let's see. I
No,
can't promise you,
I
but
didn't bring one today, but I can quickly look for one if you want.
okay.
Or let's do the tongue twister. I want to laugh before I go to bed. Let's do
Oh wow.
our usual one, which I'm sure everybody should do it to be able to say it now. The Peter Piper one. Let's just do it to laugh. I think Debbie tried some when we did
Where's
it
the
months back. That one,
It
the
depends what
Peter
you are
Piper
bringing. If
picked
you
a
bring
peck
the
of
one that will
people.
remove my teeth.
That Peter Piper, you even attempted. I can even remember. I gave you one ice cream instead of two.
You see?
I remember.
Bring
Oh
it.
yeah,
Let's see. Maybe
Google
I'll
your
bring food.
phone. Google. We still have 15 minutes.
What am I
Google
Googling?
Peter Piper, tongue twister. An idea, Leslie today. If you get and this we're going to miss you next week, so let's offer you very well today before you go. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. That one. Look for it and let's see who will say it all through without blabbing. Then you get a gift or some gift. Grace, I see you. I will enjoy it. Hey, oh yeah, Google. Open your Google or AI, whatever. Let's bring tongue twister Peter Piper.
I'm
Admissions,
trying
don't
to.
run away, oh. Sheol, you have to try as well. 8:13, maybe you'll give us the Spanish version.
Hey, are you ready for that?
Oh yeah, we are ready. Are you ready?
Why is it not coming? Oh, the network is good.
No, nothing is wrong with your phone, no.
No,
Nothing.
I'm trying to. My network is making is misbehaving, so I'm trying to. Okay, it's coming up now.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Kenneth, please help me open tongue twister Peter Piper. And your name is Kenneth Peter, so you have to attempt it
So,
as
do you
well.
want me? What do you want me to do?
You say it as fast as possible without blabbing. Just the one time.
Okay, so the way they wrote it down, yeah.
Yes.
Peter Piper picked a peck of Abby.
Yes.
La 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 la.
Betty butter bought some butter, but the butter was when you are typing it, you have to say it if it's that one you choose to do. Let's do
Is
it.
this one is this the one Mr. Yesi wants us to do?
It's longer, oh. I think it's longer.
No, the Peter Piper one is longer. Oh.
No, this is not all of the one. He just wrote an aspect of it. Oh, Betty butter bought some butter, but she said her butter is bitter. If I put it in my butter to make my butter bitter, but a bitter better butter than my butter better, and the bitter is long, sis.
Ah, okay.
Peter Piper is long, but not as long as the Betty butter one.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A pickled pepper. Abby, is that one? Is it that
But
one?
you're saying it like the Ibadan way. You're slow now. I'm sorry to all the Ibadan people. I don't know where that came from.
You see that?
Sorry.
No. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. A peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where is the peck of pickled peppers? Peter Piper.
You're still rehearsing, Abby.
I'm trying to get it together.
Okay, maybe Sheon should try. Let Sheon try. Let Sean try, and then Leslie will try whilst you're preparing yourself. I need it to sound like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peck of pickled pepper, Peter Piper pick. If Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled pepper, where is the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper pick? That's what I want to hear. So let me clap for myself.
You have said it.
So I can't.
Exactly as you have said it. That's what we said.
Please
My lady.
Google it. Google
Exactly
it.
as you have said it. That's it.
What is it?
That's exactly what you
Give me
said.
my donut and ice cream, then I will know that is it. So everybody in the box will have to give me a donut and ice cream. You want to cheat me in here. So the only way you bail yourself out is to say it as well. Shikena.
Oh wow.
Wow. Right, let me look for my wow for you. Yeah. What did I press? No, see your dad Debbie. Want us to go off life.
Maybe I'm giving you ice cream now.
2 ice cream. Where's my donut?
Am I supposed to give you donut too?
Did you not receive donuts?
I've not received donut too.
Hey, donut and 2 ice cream is the price.
I've not received donut. Is it today? Which day?
The day you tried, the day you attempted. You don't know that's a gift for the quiz.
Oh, okay.
The puzzle.
Let me see if I can.
And 2 1 donut and 2 ice cream. So please, don't cheat me. Hey.
I've given you your donuts.
Somebody is requesting. Okay, Grace, maybe Grace wants to attempt it. Grace, I see you. Good
Pepper
evening.
pick a pickle pepper. Peter Pepper pick a pickle pepper. Pick of pickle pepper. Peter Piper. Oh my! Wait. I'm going. Let me try.
You're cheating, no?
No. My phone is going off. Peter Pepper picked a pickle pepper. Peter Pepper pick a pickle peppers. A pickle pepper. Peter Pepper pick. If Peter Pepper picks a pickle peppers, where is the peck of pickle peppers Peter Pepper pick? Oh yeah, clap for me.
You're on your own in your village. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? I'm even coughing after.
Drink water. I know you're still rehearsing. When you're ready
I'm
to
not
give
rehearsing.
us,
I've said it.
The one that will give you the gift for today, then this Peter Piper is tough. It's not. Leslie, if it's Betty Butter you want to do, come and do. It's okay.
I've read it. I've said the Peter Piper. I don't know what you are.
No, sis, no. I will not accept it.
What do you mean?
And then you're not putting in all the words as it is.
I put in everything.
Okay, let's try one more time.
Jesus is Lord.
Amen, always.
If I forget now. Let me try. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. A pick of pickle pepper Peter Piper pick. If Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper, where is the peck of pickle peppers Peter Piper pick?
The first peck was gone. I did not get
it. Though.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper.
Oh God, that was what I read.
No, you did not say it.
I will say it for the last time now.
Elder Debbie, is what word you see in that thing you're reading you should read.
Okay.
Do not omit any single word.
After this one, I will not try again. Because it's like you are today, you just want to frustrate me. But it's a lie.
It's you that is frustrating me right now.
Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper pick. If Peter Piper pick you see now. Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper pick. If Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
I don't have half clap.
What do you mean?
Let me see if I press a little.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's too much.
What do you mean?
What mic is dropping? You mean mic broken? No.
What do you mean? Where's my donut and my ice cream?
We're talking about friends today. Whether you do it right or not, let me just give you the gift, baby. If I can find it, so I think my phone is doing somehow. Debbie, I can't see the donuts.
May your phone hear the word of the Lord.
Something is wrong. But where is the ice cream, sir? Even the ice cream has melted. I'm sorry.
Oh wow! Because it's summer, yeah.
Abi, you can testify. I think it's about 20 something degrees now, you know. Okay, Leslie, come on before you know we're going to miss you next week. So this one you have used to rope yourself. Do your Betty Butter if that is what you want to do. I hope we're still tapping. I'm waiting for us to take it to 100K. Thank you, A13.
Even Mr. Leslie, yeah, they said you should do Peter Piper. You went to Betty Butter. Oh yeah, they have called you out. So yeah.
I don't know that one. Which one do you not know? Do the one you know. Do the one you know. It's okay. And share oneself. Do the one you know. We want to. I must laugh before we go to bed, though. Leslie, you're still muted, though. Kenneth, I'm waiting for you as well. Admissions, I know.
I will try you. Let me see. This.
Maybe A13 in Spanish. Do Peter Piper for us. Where did Leslie run to? Why is there coffee mug showing on my screen? Grace, I tried to call you back.
I said it now. I just said it now.
Maybe you should come up and tell us one. Hey, you're saying Leslie, please. Sorry.
I said it now. I just said it now.
Maybe you should come up and tell us one. Square Excel. Good evening, you're welcome. Even though you missed our discussion beats, this is a fun beat now before we go to sleep. So we're trying to do tongue twisters. So Leslie has given us an option. I hope you're good, by the way. Square Excel, good evening to you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening. You're sounding far away. You're sounding a bit far away.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, if you can maintain that level, please. So you're welcome to our puzzle beat. Okay, so Leslie has brought another option. So if you can say this tongue twister very fast without blabbing, you get a gift. So either you pick Peter Piper, as you can see on the screen, you can Google it on your phone and quickly see the words, or you do Betty Butter. They're all tongue twisters. So pick your choice and let's hear you. We'll give you a minute to find that. You're welcome. Grace, I tried to bring you back up. I don't know what's happening. I hope you didn't drop because of the tongue twister. My goodness. Hey. Yes. Square Excel, are you ready for us?
Can I say something, please?
Please.
I think you guys should just avoid me with this tongue twister because my tongue is not built for stuff like that.
Or your tongue is twisted already. Okay, you can't just go like that. Even if it's 2 lines, you have to say it very fast. So pick anyone still. Maybe you might just get 2 ice creams. Admission, you're next. Oh my goodness. Grace, maybe you should send the invite so I can bring you up because I've been trying. I don't know what's happening. Thank you for liking the live. Patch, I see you. I am exchanging with Donut. Hey, you come and prove that first. Whether you exchange or not. You're exchanging with Donut. Admissions, open your mic. Let's hear you. Good evening. While Square Excel is preparing himself.
Admission exchanging with Donut.
I don't understand. Is he exchanging ice cream for donuts or what? I don't understand.
Do you mean you will send all of us donuts instead of you reading the Peter Piper?
You want to
Me, I don't like. Me, I don't like unclear business, so you should state it clear.
You're muted, though, in case you're talking. We can't hear you.
Are you giving all of us donuts so that you will escape the Peter Piper? Because if me, I can read the Peter Piper, my joy is already hurting me.
You have gotten your own donut, so let's.
It doesn't matter.
Let's
It
worry
doesn't
about
matter.
other people.
No. My lady, Shebi admission laughed. Regardless that it's muted, when I read my own, he laughed. So as long as he laughed, he should donate
It's
donuts if he
only
doesn't want to.
admission that laughed, so we need everybody to laugh before we go. Why is Shewun laughing now? What's funny? Nothing is
If
funny.
Mr. Shehu is not ready to read too, he should drop donut for everybody.
Exactly. So
You,
that's
you
what
people
you people have to bail yourself out
don't
tonight.
do that here. Don't do
Oh,
that, please. Please, I will not agree.
C square XL too. I'm seeing coffee mug here. I don't want that too, please. So who else is there? Leslie, now come on. Leslie, you can do this. Your Betty Butter, we're waiting.
Mr. Leslie said, Bapa. They say she read
201.
to bring this.
Who should drop donut for everybody? You that have not done it, or you that you're planning to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I'm going to.
We believe in you. Oh yeah. It's you. You are the one causing this problem. Why are you laughing?
I thought he wanted to try. Why did he mute himself again? I bet the thing is twisted to the phone.
I've said it now.
Eh?
I've just said it now.
Mr. Leslie.
Yeah.
Mr.
Do you not
Leslie,
hear me?
may your phone and your network receive deliverance. Oh.
Did you hear me?
Are
I
you
just
for
read
real?
it
Are
now.
you for real right now? Are you
Yeah, I
kidding
just read it
me?
now.
Who else? Wait first. Wait. So it's not by fight. Who heard him?
In a very strange way, I can't even see the donut. I can't see donuts.
You want to see donuts? You haven't said anything. Leslie, nobody heard you. Only yourself. You muted yourself and you spoke and nobody heard you. So how are we to know whether you get donuts or not? Hey, you people. You're my friends, oh.
Go
Remember the
round. I
topic we
can't see
treated today,
donut.
oh.
I don't know. I thought you guys were hearing me.
What did you say,
Loud
Mr.
and
Leslie?
clear.
What
Yeah.
did you?
I was just reading it now.
Oh, you keep muting yourself.
What did you read, Mr.
I
Leslie?
can't
What
see
did you
donut.
read?
Am I dreaming or what? I thought you people heard me reading it just now.
What
We
did you
didn't
read?
hear
What
you
were
read
you? What
nothing.
were you reading?
Peter Piper.
Oh yeah, read
Peter
it
Piper
again.
Pete.
Not
Oh yeah, read it again.
Okay.
really. Believe
Let
me.
me let me
You
let
mean
me
you
let
can't
me
see
try.
donuts for Leslie or for Debbie?
I've seen David Donald. I'm just looking for where I can get this thing again now. Hold on.
Just
Ah,
drop
I
it.
will.
Drop donut for everybody if you can't.
my lady, what should we do to the men in this group?
I don't understand though. Are you people don't fall my hand today, oh? Don't fall my hand today. In fact, let's say you should ace it so that next week we're missing you will remember the way you aced the tongue twister. Come on, admissions, you're there. Kenneth. Okay, Kenneth wants to speak. Look at Excel has dropped off. Now, wow. Hey, it's actually dropped off.
I can only try the first line.
But it has to be fast, so, and
Okay.
no blabbing.
Peter Pepper Papa.
It's Peter
Peter
that pepper the piper.
Peter Peter Pepper back.
you be pepper them gang.
Oh, God.
In fact, you owe me 2 donuts and 4 ice cream. No. Kenneth, nah. You fall my hand though. You're owing me donuts
Okay.
right now.
Let
What
me
did
try
Mr.
this
Leslie
because
read, Jerry?
I'm going to try it now. I'm going to try it now. See, everyone can hear me.
After all the
We can
Everybody.
hear you now.
after all the
Don't touch
bamboozling
Mr.
us.
Leslie. Mr. Leslie, Mr. Leslie,
Yes.
as you want to try it
Yes,
now,
that
see,
is yes.
don't let your hand, let's not, beloved, let not thy hand go to the mute button.
As we're hearing you now, we want to hear you.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Let me attempt it
Yes.
again. Number 3 now. I'm trying it now.
Do not press that
Peter,
microphone.
I'm not. I'm live on it now. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? I've done it now. I hope you
Let's
had me.
have a little. You two judge yourself. What do you think you deserve the donut and 2 ice cream?
I deserve a donut at least.
Eh? A donut?
Yes.
Elder Debbie, are you hearing? Shemu is clapping. Supporters club. You're owing us, you're owing us ice cream, girl. I don't know why addition is exchanging. You did not do anything. You did not say anything. What are you exchanging? I don't understand. Maybe I missed something there. Let's give you 1 ice cream. Let me see if I can cut that donut into 2.
Hey.
No, I can't.
I attempted now. Thank
They
you.
tried. It's not so bad after all. Just first line, last line, thereabouts. But it's okay, it's manageable. Sheon, Leslie has given you the courage. You know, you say you're following him,
Admission,
Abi.
you know when we
18
were
and,
doing the
18
talk.
and 17.
Admission, you know when we were doing the talk, you were busy. We left you. As you have come now, be like a good Christian, a good child of God, and read this thing for us, eh?
I can see only one red bar in the thing. So please do not use network as when we're hearing you now, we heard you. Let's
He's the
hear
one moving around. He intentionally moved to where his network will not be stable.
Mr. Kenneth, let me just give you 1 ice cream that you tried. so that I will not be like, you know, at least you attempted. You even open your mic to say, unlike some people that something is not wrong with their microphone. I don't know.
Please help me ask Mr. Sheo, what's going on in this area?
I don't know. Never have taken light.
Much.
Okay, which one are you attempting? Is it the Peter Piper or the Betty Butter? Grace, come up now. Please. Even if it's this tongue twister you come and do for us. But you don't have to. Just come up. We want to feel you here in the box today, please. We're begging. Even if you can't talk, we're begging. Oh yeah, now Mr. Sheon, your turn. Admission is still trying to find network.
Just a second.
1 second, time up.
His network.
If you like, open tap, close it, don't waste water. Okay. A13. How do you say good evening again? Oh, I'm too lazy to open that transcribing thing, be translation, what. A13. Good evening. I know you're there.
Let me try.
Okay.
Even though I'm not
Come
A13.
on.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
The thing is, he read it, the tongue did not twist.
That's the thing. When you read it like that, even the turtle, the turtle went faster than you.
The tongue did
Anybody
not
can
twist.
pick it up and read it like that. What do you mean he did? He did it. Okay, Leslie,
Mi-
give him donuts and 2 ice
Mr.
cream.
Sheo, can you do it again and fast forward times 2?
His tongue twister, you're reading it like a poem, novel, a
Okay.
romance novel.
This
No, you
is
have to
this
say it
is
very fast.
this is my final try.
Yes, go on, go for it.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of peppers Peter Piper picked? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Now the tongue is twisted.
Even if you can justify that there's a difference. In fact, let me. But I won't give you all of it. Let's see. No.
You
Because
can
you
give him half
accepted, that's
donuts.
why. Let
Half
me give you
donuts.
one ice cream. That half donut, I don't know. Kenneth took it away. Well done. Well done. Yeah, you're the last person. Come on, let's hear you. Brother, you can do it. Admissions. Oh yeah, let me see. I know the mic will not go off now. Come and exchange your donut for something. I don't know what he was exchanging before, whether it's ice cream now or donut. Admissions. We're sharing the grace, so huh?
Network problem. I'm not lying. I've got network
We
issue.
can hear you. We can hear you.
I've got network issue. Truly. Is it not showing? Okay, let me do this one.
It's not
Betty
showing
Butter bought
again. It's
some
not showing
butter,
again.
but the butter was bitter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but the butter was bitter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but the butter was bitter. Yeah, that's all. I tried my best.
What about the rest of it?
Didn't even know how to take it further. Leave me.
He just wrote the title for you so that you know where to find it. And when you open it on your Google, whatever, it will bring the whole thing. You're
My
just seeing
phone is
one
not doing.
line.
No, my phone is not doing all that. Believe me. I have
Mr.
only one
Admission.
bar, and I'm also at work. I have to be careful.
Mr. Admission. Should I tap it? Should I tap it in the comment section for you?
It will not even fit one type in or one comment. Anyway, let's clap a little for him. I'm sorry, I will extend it only one ice cream. Only one ice cream. Because if your boss see you taking two ice cream, they might get upset with
At
you.
this time of the night, it will affect you as well. So don't leave me to ice cream.
Oh my goodness. In fact, we can round it up there. I see Grace, you're just laughing and laughing there. Instead of it to come up, I share the real fun here. But all the same, thank you all so much as usual. In fact, I will sleep well tonight, I know. Leslie, wish you again happy anniversary in advance. Sheon, thank you so much. In fact, all of you were bold enough to attempt it. Before people would start dropping like good night, good night. But I mean, we did it. So well done, everybody. Plus the people that their network is not networking, plus the one that we
Their
tried.
battery is not okay.
You know. Thank you so much, Sheon, Leslie, Debbie, A13. God bless you. Kenneth, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. Admissions, all the same, you know. You're my brother, and I'm waiting and go do. I can't throw you anywhere. Thank you so much for stopping. I know you said you're at work. I hope work will not get too tedious, but all the same, everyone have a lovely, lovely weekend. I've even forgotten tomorrow is Friday. I'm always, hey, thank God. Have a lovely weekend. Be good. We'll be back again on Monday by the grace of God, where we'll talk about individual talks, you know, issues affecting individuals from living a very fulfilling life. We'll talk about it. And God helping us. Even the topic today, friendship in marriage, it's needed. It's really needed. Now the level of friendship you now bring to your marriage is now left to you. But all the same, my prayer is that God will help us in our marriages, whatever the challenges are. We pray that it will not break us up. We pray that it will not separate us, but we'll overcome it and also enjoy the goodness of my Grace. Okay, let me see whether it will come up. Enjoy the goodness of marriage like God intended. Grace is coming. Hello, Grace. Good evening. Are you there? Don't mute now. Last minute with you. Okay, it's even Kenneth. Good. Oh, you're still laughing. Let me help you laugh some more. So I don't know which one of them is funny, whether it's the Betty Butter or the ice cream palaver or somebody exchanging ice cream or not, I don't know. Grace on mute, let's hear you. Which one are you trying to attempt, please? Oh, is it Kenneth? Kenneth is the one, 12th December. Oh, you're a day after my husband, actually. Grace, you cannot mute. I'm rounding now. We want to hear you. Okay, since I said you can just even come up, you don't have to say anything. Let me give you 2 ice cream. Don't finish it all at once, please. So, guys, thank you so much for your contributions, the tap-ins. God bless you. I really appreciate this community. We're growing by the day, and God will continue to keep us stronger. Be committed, because we have to be our brother's keeper. Or sometimes people don't like it when you're telling them the truth, because the truth is a bitter pill to swallow. But we will not stop saying the truth to one another. And we pray that God will give us the grace, to make changes, the positive changes, the healthy changes in our marriages, so that we can enjoy our marriages. God helping all of us. On that note, I'm going to say thank you all for joining in. Enjoy the night and be happy, really, and be friendly. Most important, be friendly. Thank you. I don't want us to go. I'm just rambling here. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one. God bless you. Have a lovely, lovely night rest. Sharon, thank you. Leslie, Kenneth, admissions. A13, Debbie, I see you. Adasa, thank you from behind. Thank you so much. Everybody have a lovely, lovely night rest. Oh, thank you, Grace. You're welcome. I can't bring us. Olivia, I see you, but we just rounded off. Thank you for stopping by as well. Yes, so indeed, a beautiful weekend, everybody. Good night. And once again, happy July. Good night, everybody. Good night.